All right, please God, tell me we're live. Hey, hello everyone. This is Untitled Nerd Network special. What are we laughing at? We've not even started.
You forgot the name of what we are.
No, I didn't know whether I was going to introduce everybody or we were going to talk about what we were, and now we're just talking about what could have happened.
Hello and welcome to the Untitled Nerd Network 2017 17 Top Stories Special.
Yes, that's awesome. That sounded good. You need to go into radio or something.
Yeah, I've got a face for radio too. It's all good.
Anyway, yeah, this is the 17 top stories. It wasn't going to be the top 10, but then I came up with a lot more than 10, and I was like, oh, it'd be neat just to do 17 and 17. So here we are for like only like the second or third time in history, all 5 of us under one roof. And can you believe it? Everybody got together for this.
Well, it's like, it's not under one roof. It's like on the same video. That's the thing. Like, we get under the same roof.
Yeah, we've done that a couple times.
Yeah, we've done that a few more times than actually being on stream.
I made that like way too powerful. I'm just making sure like that way everybody's voice gets caught on here because I feel like we're gonna have to yell.
In case y'all don't know, I'm Amberlicious.
I'm Single Sarah.
I'm Mark.
I'm Lindsey.
AKA the
Dungeonmomster.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm Lonnie, by the way.
Oh, well, Lonnie's not going to introduce himself. It's fine.
Yeah, we were getting around to that. But
Sarah
we're talking about.
Skipped him. She's just like.
Well,
Lonnie's
usually
really
we introduce ourselves first.
Who he is, who we are. This is,
Yeah.
It's the end of the year. You've got to really self-evaluate. That's why he was confused in the beginning, because he's in that mindset of questioning.
We're gonna have to like petition whoever that band is, and just for you, get the theme song to be "What's My Name Again."
Oh, you're talking about our official band, Resurrection Mary, who we will talk about here in a little bit.
Yeah. That was probably my favorite episode that we.
That was a lot of
That
fun.
was fun.
Super fun.
Heather and Travis, they're awesome. I love them to death.
Yeah.
But they are going to be discussed here in a little bit. They did make the top 10. So I guess everybody kind of let's take just a second and talk about what everybody's been up to, because it's been like me and Mark played Halo a couple weeks ago. Of course, me, Amber, and Sarah have done quite a few things here.
God, yeah.
Lindsey, me and you haven't had a live show in like 6 weeks or more.
We haven't had a
Crazy
malarkey in
times.
a while, other than the Halo thing.
Well, I mean, granted, everything after Thanksgiving was just a blur, and we're probably going to start picking up pretty solid after the first of the year. Now, if the holidays are over, we're not going to be filming at Infinity Flux until after Con Nuga, just because of all, like, basically, we only
Because
have...
I'm in the No Car Club.
Yeah, Amber's in the No Car
It's a very
Club, so
elite club.
I'm having to get up really early on Friday mornings to take her to work, and so the Thursday night shows don't really work out like they did.
That's rough.
Because we usually have to be in bed at 9 o'clock Thursday night, and it doesn't equate to a show. But yeah, what's everybody been up to?
Well, let's see here. Got a new job working at a bookstore now, so I'm in like nerd heaven because there's a whole huge sci-fi section that I just stare at and
Oh yeah, because Sarah ran into you there.
This is where half my check's gonna go.
So you're working for books, basically.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much. Yeah.
No nobler cause known to man.
That's pretty much been me. I did get, on a more personal note, I did get custody of my son, so I'm happy about that.
Congratulations.
And, so things are going good there. Yeah, everything's good.
Awesome. That's really good to know. Lindsey?
Oh, okay. Well, holidays have thrown everything askew. We haven't had one of our shows. Still DMing games as much as I can, but again, holidays and just work has been crazy. But tomorrow morning, I guess personal note, I close on a house.
Booyah!
All right! That's great.
And
I know I've been
then-
working hard on that.
We've got to finish the basement, turn that into bedrooms, but not just bedrooms. I get a Dungeonmomster lair.
Yeah!
That's gonna be cool.
So maybe can do some game streaming there, or at least like talk about RPG specific things in my lair once I get it set up. And
Yes.
awesome.
Awesome.
I don't really know what the rest of the house is going to look like, but man, I have got so much planned for my lair. It's going to be
Do you have it mapped out in 10x10 squares or 6x6 X's?
It'll be, it's 5 foot square. Or,
Okay. 5 foot squares. Okay.
I really get the weird feeling that on December 28th, 2018, we'll be like, so how's that layer coming along?
As you're sitting in it. No.
Yeah.
You do have to do the important things first, like the kids' bedrooms. But after that...
They can sleep on mattresses on the floor.
Have,
you need a throne.
A few decorations ready. And...
So the kids' bedrooms, have you finished their cages yet? Or
we're still reinforcing them, because they are teenagers now.
Yeah.
So we're having to, put in some extra brackets, rebar, trying to figure out how to electrify it without being a fire hazard is really important. Well, it's teenage boys too, so you really gotta. They're sneaky. Like they can roll really high on their lock picking, and so you've got to really just.
Just tell them don't.
Yeah, but they roll on their wisdom and they pee on the fence.
Yeah,
we
there's
a
trade-off.
Freaking thing.
Wow.
Fortunately, their charisma is also pretty low at this point, so we're fine.
Don't have to worry about them bringing women in. It's okay.
No.
Speaking of home buyers, Sarah, what have you been up to?
Right?
I've been off of work on vacation and I've been playing WoW.
So next to nothing.
That's about it.
Hey, I've worked on like a few things in the house. I gotta paint the inside. I gotta go get the paint. I finally have some paint colors.
Have you found a man to move in yet?
I don't want a guy to move in.
You are ridiculous.
Hey, she's single Sarah.
She is a strong, single, independent woman who has to be sent to text to be reminded what time to be here.
Hey, we all have our faults.
I guess we're talking about what Sarah's been up to. Also, keep in mind, everybody, that you can donate $10 to the Humane Educational Society and enter to win a date with single Sarah for the Saturday of Con Nougat.
Oh, and we got a new cat from the Humane Education
Heck yeah, that's
Society.
what I'm talking about.
There you go.
Yeah.
Because we needed a second one.
Because
sad.
AJ
And
just
it's
needs
fantastic.
more work.
I wanted one of the beagles, but the beagles are gone.
Aww.
Except for the ones that are being like really treated.
Well, maybe after they're better.
You should have got on the waiting list, Like, I want a beagle.
Either that or just talk to my friend AJ. She works there. She could, call you on the D-Lo and say, hey, there's a beagle.
Hey.
Yeah, I could probably, either one of me or Mark could arrange that.
Yeah.
Amber, what have you been up to besides the channel?
That's about it.
Okay.
I mean, I can't talk too much about work, but
Okay.
because work is work.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'll be glad to be out of the No Car Club next year. I'm so excited.
Yep. Maybe by Con Nougat, but more than likely the first part of March.
Yeah.
Will be.
My baby
Yay.
turned 11.
Yeah.
He's officially a preteen.
Mine's officially 14, so
We went
that's
to the
good.
doctor.
Will
And
help us all.
he got to fill out his own questionnaire. I was like, what?
Just to warn you, this is when they start smelling.
Yeah.
It gets.
He's
Yeah.
a
No,
good
no.
You're
smells
gonna,
anyway. But,
you're gonna start walking into the house and going, what does that smell?
You're gonna be like,
oh, I'm used to
there
that.
really
We
is a
have
boy.
2
No,
cats.
yeah.
And you're gonna walk around and you're gonna walk into this one room and go, there's a dead animal in this room. So he won't be in the room, but you're gonna think that there's a dead animal in the room somewhere. You're gonna look under things. Then you're eventually find a sock.
God, don't. No.
Lonnie's like, that's too
Yeah,
much for me.
laundry's about to get gross too.
Anyway.
But yeah.
Lonnie's like, that's too much.
But yeah,
I can't deal.
teenage boys,
Which
they just have a
means-
funk, and then you have to go to the deodorant section and
Oh, I've already
sniff
got
and
him trained
smell,
on that,
because I'm picky about smells. I'm like, oh god, not this.
Yeah, like he came downstairs today and I was like, holy crap, man.
Oh yeah, he probably he bathes in that cologne that Sarah got him.
Oh.
I'm like, you gotta be easy. But he does.
At least he likes
I-
to smell good.
He
That's
loves
a
to
had
smell
plus.
good.
Plus.
Oh, in defense, I had to give my son that same speech. This is how you put on cologne. Spritz here, rub it together, rub your neck, go away.
Yeah.
I don't buy my.
So I guess now would be the good time.
I don't either. Sarah bought it for him. So
Now
I was
my
like,
boyfriend's
alright.
son, he's much more preppy and proper and kind of jockey and stuff. Yeah, if he goes into the bathroom, you gotta fumigate it afterwards because it's just so much.
It's kind of like my dad used to do with Brute cologne. You know,
Oh,
he would
God.
like get it,
Papa did that shit.
and then just. Poof.
Do they still even make that stuff anymore?
I believe so.
Brute.
I think
By
it's like
Fabergé.
42 gallons for $1 or something.
Yeah, I think they
Yeah.
sell it at the Dollar Tree.
God.
I think that's the last
Yeah.
time
So what have you been up to, Lonnie?
Oh, I don't remember half of it.
Besides streaming?
No, I mean, we
that's
did
it.
the 24-hour event for the Humane Educational Society. Today, I did the first actual game stream since then.
Yeah.
It's just because work's been keeping me busy, and
Well, then we were off, and so when we were off, we were doing other things like.
yeah, last
Well,
week
we did the stream, and then but we didn't, like movie reviews and all that last week too.
yeah, we reviewed the first 2 Lord of the Rings movies, Fellowship and Two Towers. We ended up not doing
Without us.
Return of the King. That'll probably be right after the first of the
You
year.
wound me.
Huh?
You
Well, the
wound
next,
me.
if whoever wants to do it again, y'all are
We
welcome
weren't
because
Yeah.
I thought I'd like it better second time around, and not really.
Gotta
It's
do it.
just
It's
not,
like,
it's
like
not my thing.
the extended edition Blu-rays.
Oh, dear
So
God.
it was- they're like 4 hours a pop.
Now, I will say the Two Towers, that was pretty decent.
I went back to the movie theater to watch Lord of the Rings just to watch the special 5-minute trailer for the second one that they were coming out with.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what
great.
I
Like,
did.
I sat through the entire movie just to watch the trailer.
I went and saw like Fellowship twice, Two Towers like 3 times, and Return was like 4 or 5. Like I ended up seeing the whole trilogy several times.
There you go.
It's so epic.
Yeah,
Just
and then I had
everything
the
about it.
extended editions on DVD, and then got that Blu-ray when it came out. Anyway, moving on to the top 17 stories of 2017.
Speaking of reviews.
Yeah,
Yes.
number 17 was our TV reviews this year. Holy crap!
Did a lot.
Which actually, come to find out, our Rick and Morty reviews ended up being like
Our most
like
watched.
5 or 6 of our top 8 videos of all time. Mainly because people thought they were going to get the episode, and they ended up getting us.
Boy, they were hating on that too.
Wah, wah.
We got some hateful comments.
Yeah, we got
on
like
that.
it's like 4 thumbs up and like 38 thumbs down, something like that.
Like, screw y'all for doing this, and we're like,
It specifically says in the title it's a review. Are you okay?
Actually, no, it doesn't. It
Oh,
says it in the video description.
Oh, okay.
But actually, the first 3 or 4 episodes, we started getting a lot of views. And at that point, I was like, you know what, we're going to keep doing it just as a joke. Because I found it funny.
So now you're
That's
just
pretty
trolling
funny.
them.
yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Hey, that's the best way to do haters is just to troll them. Like,
Yeah.
Trolling.
Oh,
But yeah,
goodness.
we, me and Sarah did Game of Thrones. Me and Amber did Rick and Morty. The Orville was amazing.
oh, that was so good.
I was kind of upset that y'all left me out of that because that was an amazing.
Man, I'll say for
series.
season 2, we're going to have to schedule it. Like, the thing is, like, we have to watch it the day after because we watch it on the
Right.
website. So, like, we have to watch it the day after. If
Okay.
not, then there's really no point in doing it
Right.
because nobody's going to watch it after, like, 24 hours.
Yep.
But, like, if we can ever get you over here on, like, the night after, and that's if we don't have cable or whatever by then, like, we're definitely have to do it on the nights that
Yeah.
you're available, we're available, and everything, because that would be a lot of fun.
And for the record, the Orville was way better than Discovery.
I didn't watch Discovery,
Right.
Sadly, I did.
but just from what just from the video footage I saw of Discovery, I wasn't.
I was very pleasantly surprised with how good Orville was. So
Yeah.
I'm
I mean, I thought it was going to be
Sorry
good,
about
but
that.
I didn't know it was going to be that good.
well, I thought it was gonna be more slapsticky
Yeah.
humor, and then when like it had real topics and
real science fiction.
yeah, like I was like, oh man, this is
What
awesome.
you saw a couple episodes, right?
Yeah.
So what do you?
Like that one episode where they're thinking of snipping the baby.
Yeah,
yeah,
that
all
was their
about a girl.
first like
Yeah.
the first
Yeah, that was the first one that just slapped you in the face with, here's a real issue, here's some real sci-fi, have fun with it, go.
It was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Now my big prediction never came to pass in season 1.
Which was?
But I think it'll happen in season 2. The woman who came back from the future to take
Priya?
the ship, he kept her teleporter. And I think that's going to play in to the future.
Yeah.
I
Well-
think they're going to think he's dead, and he's going to end up popping up. Oh, look what I used. And
maybe, except for the fact that you have to, it depends on the temporal mechanics of it. Did the teleporter disappear when she disappeared?
no, because it was sitting there on his desk and
Okay.
he put it in his drawer.
All right, so then in that case, it's a temporal flaw because it should have disappeared. Anything that she did should have disappeared. Technically, when she disappeared from the timeline, their entire interaction with her should have disappeared. They never should have met her. They never should have rescued her.
Plot holes.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Temporal physics makes my head hurt. Which, by the way, talking about temporal physics, if y'all get a chance to, on Netflix, Dark. Y'all thought Stranger Things was good? Check out Dark on Netflix.
We're in the process of watching Black Mirror right now.
Okay.
Oh man, Dark
Speaking
Mirror
of-
is so good.
We finished,
We finished season 1.
yeah, like,
Dark
all
seems
three
like
of us
too dark
did the
for me.
first episode, and then me and Amber, like, did 2 and 3 without Sarah.
There's a lot of people that
I was
have...
gonna say, I was pretty sure that Sarah wasn't gonna be like butthurt that we did that without her.
No.
Yeah.
Because the first episode, I'm gonna lie, if it wouldn't been for Lonnie being like, you need to watch the next 2, I probably would never watch the other 2.
Yeah, I was also given a heads up about like the first episode is not like the other one, so if you can get through that one, and
I liked it, though.
Which,
Yeah, it
Well,
was
here's the
fine, but
thing.
I was like, man, if they're
We
all gonna
weren't
be like
warned.
this,
He had already
I-
watched them.
well, that was true.
He had no
of,
kind of warning, so I was just like, I can't believe I'm watching this.
And that was true of the Orville, too. Like, the first
Yeah.
episode was nothing like the rest of it, because... Like, I got through the first episode, and no offense, I love Seth MacFarlane. I don't like Family Guy. I'm not a big fan of his comedy. And I watched the first episode of The Orville, and I was like, okay, way too much comedy, you know, I mean, but there was some real sci-fi in it still, you know, with the whole thing. But then the second episode came out, and I was like, wow, okay, they've toned it back. And they toned it back. If you notice, go through the whole season, the humor gets cut back a little bit each episode. And
It does.
becomes
It does.
more, becomes more of a sci-fi drama with a little bit of humor tossed in. And you can definitely tell that this is a man who loved Star Trek.
And it's not really
Love
like
Star Trek.
humor per se. It's just real life crap that really
Yes.
happens, and it's funny.
It's
It's how a crew that's not the flagship of the fleet would react to stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, loved Orville, loved Stranger Things.
Yeah, that was another big one we did.
Yeah, if y'all like Stranger Things, you need to watch Dark. Be
Oh,
prepared
really?
for subtitles though, because it's in German and it's all dubbed. So like the mouth, the words that are coming out of their mouth don't match the movement of the mouth. It's and
Okay.
then some of it's really bad. Like I've seen Japanese movies better dubbed.
Well, I guess next up, because I don't want to spend entirely too much time on
Heart
it.
phone's on. He says, hey.
Yo, what's up, man? Raise our glasses to you.
I waved at your chat screen over there.
It's all good.
Wow.
Next up, number 16 of 17. Our Rumors ATL interview.
Oh, that was so much fun.
This was something that happened at the Revelry Room in downtown Chattanooga. It was a thing that me and Amber did. You had to work late that night, and oh yeah, that sucked. I ended up talking to Rumors, who they are a Fleetwood Mac tribute band, and I was like, you know, we really like your stuff. You know, they have a like a Star Wars shirt that.
It's done in the style of the Rumors album, Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah,
Nice.
it was.
Yes,
It was. What was it? Han and Leia.
Yes.
As
Ugh,
them in the
I want it
Rumors
so
album,
bad.
and it said Rumors, and I mean it was really cool.
It's really
And I was like,
nice.
you know, you guys, you know, you kind of have a nerd element to you. You know, you're a great band. You know, can we like do an interview? And so we ended up going up there to the Revelry Room about an hour before showtime. Sat down, got to watch them do their sound checks,
Yes.
and then they were like, "Hey, come back here and talk to us." And I was like, "Okay." So while we were waiting to go back there, like the people just come up and like stamp our hands. And are like, here, you know, y'all are here with a band. So we ended up getting in free that
Here,
night.
y'all are press. They considered us press.
Yeah.
Aw.
So I was like,
Yes.
oh, cool. That was like the first time I was like, yeah, we made it.
The big time now.
Yeah. So we ended up
Wow,
going
we
back
had
there,
a good
talking
time.
to them. Like just about had a drink with them. It got to that point. I was like, oh, God, I don't need to do that.
Oh yeah, because you know the bar brought them like 4 bottles of liquor unopened back there.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They came back there with like a bucket of ice and like 4
And then one of them,
bottles
the band
bourbon.
members showed up with like 2 pizzas. Like, oh, this is my kind of place.
Oh, yeah, they hooked them up. I was like, holy crap, dude.
Can someone translate Russian? Because somebody, Lamp 1926 just said something that I can't translate. So, but hi.
Hey.
I can't translate it either.
Yeah.
Oh, man. We can go over to Google Translate.
All right, you got it.
Nope.
No.
I
Because
can't.
I have to, yeah. But
Oh, man.
But welcome to the stream.
Yeah, I want to
One
so
of our
bad.
glad
other
to
viewers
have-
could Google it for us.
If somebody,
That's
that's
what it
kind of
is.
amazing that we have someone from Russia watching.
Yeah.
Like,
Hello,
for the
I'm
Ukraine.
there we
Welcome.
go.
Yay, thank
Boom.
you.
What?
We have reached international status.
I wish I
Well,
could.
we have a lot of international
Yeah,
viewers.
dude, we reached. You should have seen our
Lots.
Super Mario World stream.
Oh, we were getting all kinds
Holy
of...
crap, dude!
Oh, I have an aside about international fame. So I have a friend that's a film student at UTC,
Oh.
and his final project, the actress that was supposed to do the last little thing couldn't do it. None of the other actresses that he knew could do it, and so he sent me a message and was like, "Hey, can you do this?" And I was like, "Wow, you are really desperate if you're asking me to come do a serious scene for you in anything." But I went and I did it, and I had to take like a whole bottle, like a whole eyedropper bottle, because I had to cry.
Oh,
So that's the only way that was going to happen.
right.
But so did the quick little scene. He cut it, did all the whatever production magic stuff, aced his project, and it just got it was a PSA kind of thing.
Yeah,
Accepted into a film
festival.
festival
Heck yeah!
in Sweden.
Cool.
Excellent.
I might get Swiss famous.
Hey, hey!
Yes.
You and David Hasselhoff
Yeah.
right there.
Oh, that's so
Couldn't
cool.
be in better company. I mean,
But,
I won't get famous, but
But
still.
yeah,
But yeah, they were
People
awesome.
are going to
Fun
watch me
fun
fake
interview.
cry on a
Like-
big screen in Sweden.
That's
but yeah, Lamp 1926 from Ukraine. Welcome. It's always pretty cool when we have somebody-
Because we love Lamp.
It's always neat when we have somebody from across the pond that like hops in and says hello, and I also like saying across the pond.
Yeah, no.
That was a thing back when we were Untitled Nerd podcast.
I
That
know.
was my big thing.
So
oh,
would
you
it have been
watched
across
back
the
then.
pod?
I know.
Huh?
Shouldn't it have been across the pod?
Across the pod.
Yeah.
But it was when you said it a lot when you were in the podcast. Drink some more so that you can get the puns. It'll be good.
That's funny. Okay.
Anyway, Rivers ATL was super fun.
Do you think
Great.
you'll get to interview him again?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a great time. And
They
were-
actually mentioned us twice during the show.
Aw.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It was.
Of course, we elbowed our way to the front, and because there was
I
already
do
a
know
crowd.
who I am.
Yeah,
We're press, bitches. Sit stamp. Let me up the front.
I started to get me like one of those little press cards to go in my hat here.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Be like,
That would be cool.
anyway, number 15, and I probably should have rated this a little bit higher because they've been a major part. But the Humane Educational Society, all the stuff that we have done this year, and this actually started like late last year. But they've been a major part of our channel. We're actively doing the Win a Date with Single Sarah contest right now to benefit them. And not only that, but we did the 24-hour stream for them a couple of weeks ago. We ended up doing, what was it we did? The Mario Kart event
Yeah.
Right.
at Infinity Flux. Seems like we did something else this year.
We had that. Didn't we have that one at the well?
That was last year.
That was last year. So no.
But yeah, we've been doing a lot of stuff for them, and
And you're doing something at Connuga for them.
Yes.
we're going to do a video game event in 2018 to basically start the year. In February at Connuga, that's going to be pretty sweet because like they are amazing. They have a lot of good donors who give good prizes that we can give away, and I would be out of my mind if I didn't mention Jenny Parks, who donates those cat prints.
no. Yeah.
I'm really hoping to
love
get some
those,
of those
yes.
for Connuga that we can just kind of sell for $10
You can't
a
see the
pop.
ones we have.
Yeah,
They're in
I get compliments
places.
on my Strange for Things all the time.
Yeah,
at work.
we got the Strange for Things. She did the X-Files one up there.
Mm-hmm.
She's done all kinds of amazing work
Yeah.
and has
it's
even
really
had
cool.
some variant covers on some mainstream comics. I think she had a Thor variant one time.
Oh, that's cool.
But yeah, she's amazing. Out of San Francisco. I think she may have actually moved to Colorado. But yeah, she's an amazing artist. Just goes out of her way to help us out.
There
In
was
regards-
something of hers that was selling at Hot Topic, but I can't remember where it was.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy
Oh,
crap!
cool.
Yeah,
That's
it's
awesome.
something- Holy moly. Yeah.
That's gonna
Yeah. So I mean, like really, she's amazing. She does Star Trek art, everything with cats, and I think she's actually done a couple of dog prints too, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, the Humane Educational Society, like, there's no end to that. We're going to continue working with them through 2018, and I believe we'll all pretty much be involved in it.
Yep.
Have they had an update on their store, like on any kind of
Construction has not started yet, but I think they're talking like after the first of the year they're going to really get on it. They're going to completely revamp the entire storefront. So it ended up being a blessing in disguise because it was an old building.
Maybe reinforce.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out how a lady crossed 6 lanes of traffic
In reverse.
in reverse.
And she even
People are
knocked over
amazing.
one of those big concrete pillars that's supposed to stop traffic.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
Yeah.
I didn't
If any of our
know that.
viewers want to look them up, it's HESCHATT.org.
Yeah.
They have a Amazon wish list that you can buy things that will be delivered straight there.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know
Yep.
that.
And
Aw.
go by and volunteer to walk dogs, play with cats. They have 2 cat rooms that you can just
You
go
can just sit in there and just let cats crawl all over you.
I actually plan on doing that at some point.
I know people that do this.
I'm surprised you haven't. It's pretty amazing.
I've been there,
we-
but
the
I've not
cats
done
are
that.
just like,
We should.
Someone touch me.
We should do a stream from in the cat room.
Do we?
That would be fun.
What-
That would
Can
be
we
so
all get
much.
together and go to the cat room?
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
I just
Before
gotta make sure
Conuga.
that,
We should
I
do
have
that.
my Benadryl on hand.
I would like to get
Yeah.
that before Conuga.
Maybe we
We
can
can do that.
interview some of the dogs. It'd be great.
Okay.
Interview some of the
Why
dogs.
not?
Maybe if I drink enough, they'll talk back.
That's so precious.
Anybody have some absinthe?
yeah.
Um,
Interview
there
the
was
cats.
a-
The cat's like, so what do you think? I do not care.
There was a there's a shelter that I follow that's in Wisconsin, and I followed them originally because they had some volunteers that went through and just wrote like crazy fun backstories for a bunch of the animals. And they gave them cool names, and I was like,
I think I may have seen that.
Yeah,
That's one of their big selling points. Is
yeah,
they
I
get a
feel like
personal
that's
touch.
we could assist in those kind of areas too.
Aw,
That would be
yeah.
kinda neat.
Yeah, maybe even make a contest out of it for viewers who can write.
The most creative backstory for an animal.
because I'll go ahead and say we did a
Aw.
thing where we told people to post pictures of their cats a couple of days ago, and in 24 hours they got like 400 comments.
I don't know how I missed that. I would have had some.
Yes.
I didn't
It
have a
was-
picture
it
of
was the
mine, or I'd have
post.
posted mine.
And it said, it said, show your cat and let us
And
know
let
the
us
name.
guess what its name is.
But of course, in the caption,
Oh.
I was like, any animal.
Yeah.
Somebody had a chinchilla, and I was so
Aw.
excited. So like, those are the best. Like, that's the closest to a rat I'm gonna get.
Number 14.
14!
The start of a Saturday Night Crew, and I thought that this happened at the beginning of this year, but apparently you were coming over late last year for game streams. We did
Yeah.
not know it until
On
like
this
last
day, yeah.
week.
Mhm.
Amber had a on this day in 2016, and we were all 3 sitting around playing like, what was it? Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah, but
Oh wow.
okay. Yeah.
But we didn't call it Saturday Night Crew.
No, it was just
It was
us hanging out.
hanging out. What it was is, we had the same week off last year.
Yeah.
So basically, so that works.
We were in the old apartment, and it just happened.
I had fun the night that I got to come over and hang out with you guys.
Oh, the pajama party?
Yeah, the pajama party was
That so
amazing.
much fun.
Oh, God, that should have been.
The pajama party
Yeah, well,
should have been on the
like, think about
we'll
all the
do
stuff.
some
that's-
honorable mention.
Well, that's
Well, it's part of the Saturday Night Crew.
It is part of the Saturday Night Crew, yeah.
Yeah, it's like
well,
14.1.
we'll talk about that.
13.5. Yeah, because we're on. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know how many points there would be to 14. So.
They're actually going to fall in with our 2-year anniversary because they were our kickoff. Like we kicked off our 2-year anniversary at FarleyCon. But yeah, the Saturday Night Crew, like me, Amber, Sarah, we've had a ton of guests.
Gosh, yes, we've had so many people come to the crew.
We had
It's almost like y'all should put a revolving door there.
yeah.
Yeah. Because we really are like that on Saturday nights. Hey, anybody want to come hang out? Come hang out and play video games with us.
Like
It's one of the more casual.
we
times.
had we've had several of our friends. We've had Jordan on. We had Clockwork Calamity, Evie Galore. We had Fedora Pool.
Fedora Pool's been
We
on.
had I'm trying to think of like everybody that
Can I
we've
get
had
you off
on.
that
Just
charger?
several different people
It is a
Yeah.
Samsung.
have come on and just
Yeah, last time we had Jacob on. He was
Yeah.
on hanging out with us.
it's just been people coming over, hanging out, playing video games. That is basically what Saturday Night Crew is. It's just people coming over, hanging out, playing video games.
Yep.
Yeah, Bomberman was all kinds of fun. I'd never played that before.
That's one of our go-tos. One of our
And
go-tos.
that-
I'm upset though that I missed Jeopardy. I want to come over and play some Jeopardy.
We're never going to play it again.
I know.
We couldn't make it work.
Oh.
We could make it work correctly. It sucked.
It was hot garbage. Is what it
Okay.
was.
I hated it. I was so disappointed because I was so excited to play.
I want to get like a newer one for like PlayStation or something.
Oh, that'd be fun.
That would be a lot of fun.
No, you know what we need to play? They've got it for the Xbox. You don't know Jack.
Huh.
Which is kind of like a trivia thing,
Yeah.
but it gives you the opportunity. Let's say like you're sitting here and they ask the question,
Oh, wait, I played that.
and I think Lonnie doesn't know the answer. I can press a button and it does something called screwing him, and on the screen it actually shows a screw drill into his little avatar's head, and if he can't answer it, he loses double the points.
Oh,
But if
dang.
he does answer it, I lose the points.
That sounds
But
like...
but if I screw him,
fun.
he has to answer it.
Now,
Somebody's answering for something.
Yeah.
Now, I will say, coming soon in 2018 for Saturday Night Crew, it's gonna happen. First, I really want us to play Cards Against Humanity.
Oh God,
That's something I would like for us all to get together and play.
Oh,
That-
yes.
that would be.
That's going to be a
hilarious.
Saturday night thing. And also, I'm going to make it a point before summer starts to get all the Xbox 360 Rock Band equipment. And we're going to live stream a 3-hour set of Rock Band. I've got a ton of old songs.
I'm
I've-
down.
that-
I
Yep.
felt
I
the
call
angels
lead
sing to
vocals.
Lindsay
That's-
right then when you said it.
No,
That
we'll
is a video
swap
game
out.
that Lindsay can play.
We'll swap out. You know, we're going to
I
have,
can't do guitar. I've tried it.
we're going to have
I can do
guitar.
bass.
I'm planning on getting guitar. I'm planning on 2 guitars, microphone, drums, and probably even getting Rock Band 3 with a keyboard.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
we'll probably end up getting a couple of microphones specifically for the Beatles Rock Band. That's going to be fun.
Super fun. I approve.
But I've got like
So
some,
basically, what he has done is warned you people that we will be singing.
Oh,
and
Lord.
we're going to swap out. You
They're
know?
so excited. Look how excited they are.
We'll even
Feel
put
it.
you on no fail mode if you have to play a guitar every now and then.
Okay. Yeah, because yeah, I tried it and yeah, it didn't work. I can sing though, like there's no tomorrow.
But Saturday Night Crew, I'm really looking forward to what we've got coming up. And like, you know, there's going to be a couple of times where we don't have a Saturday Night Crew, like during our con weekends and stuff like that. But I'm pretty sure you'll be tired of seeing us by the time it's over with anyway. Anyway,
Next.
number 13, the interview with Night Mage and Super Casey. That happened just a few weeks ago.
That was fun.
That was a lot of fun. That was just one of just our good time interviews. Did either one of y'all see any of it?
I got to see a little bit of it.
Yeah, we were Night Mage. You know, he's a regular at Conuga now.
Right.
He
Yeah.
comes.
He's coming back again.
Yeah.
They're both coming back this
I
year.
follow him.
And so
Street with a camera. No.
the cool
on
thing about
Facebook.
Night Mage is
Follow
that
him on
everything
the
he
street.
does is for charity. That's my favorite part about him. And he's
Yeah, he
even
doesn't
doing-
pull a profit out of
Yeah.
this. He does it all for a cause.
And it's amazing because you know his costumes have to cost some money. Like I've seen his, like just looking at his dark side, and he doesn't care. I mean, you know, this is a big black guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's done Green Lantern or Green Arrow. He's done Joker. He's done Dark Side. He's done. I mean, he doesn't care.
Gargoyle, the gargoyle.
Yeah.
that he
Oh,
did.
Yeah, he
that
did.
was
Yeah, he
cool.
did. Yeah, Goliath. But I love the fact that he is all inclusive. For him, cosplay doesn't have a color. You know that so it doesn't matter to him if
Sure.
that person was a white person, black person. He doesn't. And then the fact that he's been recognized by the White House for his charity work.
Yeah.
Like,
And you know he's getting ready to do a Thanos, possibly for Conuga.
oh my god!
I cannot wait. I know, right, man?
Michael, if you're watching, I want to see that. I'm gonna have to get a picture of that.
Oh yeah, because the first time I ever heard of him was at Conuga last year,
Yeah.
and everybody was like, "Oh, you got to interview Night Mage." I was like, "Who the hell's Night Mage?" I had no clue. And so I went over to talk to him, and I did a little bit of research beforehand. And I was
Yeah.
like, "Holy crap, this dude's the real deal."
Yeah.
So, you know, we went over there and did an interview with him, and I was like, "Look, man," I was like, "We've only got 5 minutes. We're busy, but we've got to talk again." Ended
Yeah.
up talking to him during our anniversary back in May, and then we ended up talking to him again just a few weeks ago. One of the best interviews, especially when him and Super Casey get
Oh
together.
god, they're
Holy
hilarious together.
crap, dude! Like they are off the chain.
They had their booths next to each other at Conuga, and it was hilarious.
She was there this year too.
Yeah.
No
Pretty much,
freaking
from what I have heard, 9 times out of 10, if Night Mage is there, she's there.
Yeah, they do a lot of good work together.
Because they do a lot of good work together.
They
do a lot of cosplays off of each other.
Yeah, they did Cloak and Dagger, Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
I know she does a really good Supergirl. Thoroughly impressed with that.
Their Cloak and Dagger is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the best cosplay I've ever seen, hands down. Easily in my top 10.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, number 12, Poetic Steam Hippie. One of my personal favorites. And, like, she has been a regular. She placed in the top 5 in our All-Stars competition this year. She's featured almost every other month. Her 8x10 is right behind me. Yep, that's her. Right there in the frame. And
we've interviewed her twice.
We've interviewed her twice. Talked to her quite a bit. She's actually turned into a good personal friend. And Amber actually got me a couple of her photo sets for Christmas.
I did.
So that was like,
one of them.
Yeah, I was like absolutely thrilled with that. So yeah, I mean, we would be totally out of my mind to not mention her in our top 17 because she's really, all in all, I think she's contributed a lot more. She's contributed more to the channel over the course of 2017 than any other cosplayer has. And so
I mean, that second interview we did with her was like of note.
Yeah, it
because
was.
of such the bad experience she had at the con.
Yeah, she actually, like, you look it up, it was like When Cons Go Wrong, the Poetic Steam Hippie interview.
Yeah, because he had to name it that.
And they had, like, so much bad stuff. It almost kind of reminded me of that film festival they had here recently that just totally went to crap. Exact same situation. Yeah, where, like, they end up making a bunch of big promises, nobody gets paid, and all the people who came there and thought they were going to get paid or thought they were going to get hotel rooms end up paying the price. But, yeah, she ended up being like a couple of our best interviews this year, so shout out to her in a big way. Number 11. This gets me so excited. We actually this year hit 15,000 fans on Facebook and 600 subscriptions on YouTube. We're now at 614 on YouTube, on the strength really of our big giveaway that we're going to announce at the end of this broadcast. But yeah, we're at 614 now. We're at like 15,141.
I think so.
I think that's what we're at right now. But we've come a long way. Like that, YouTube is just over a year, and the Facebook is like 2.5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've grown immensely. And a lot of that,
considering like how Facebook has things set up and
how
YouTube has really got things screwed up right now.
Yeah, they've got it to where it's so difficult to grow. And but what I really like, especially, is evidenced by the dude from the Ukraine that just popped in, Lamp. Out of our 15,000 Facebook fans, like over 3,000 of our fans are outside of the United States.
Yeah.
So that's like
Wild.
20%.
We got to do something to get them to subscribe to the channel.
It's difficult because anytime you advertise on Facebook, like I could put on there like, hey, look at this funny cat picture. It'll be seen by 3,000 people. If I get on there and say, hey, here's our YouTube link, seen by 60 people.
Yep.
Facebook will throttle the crap out of a link if it takes you to an outside social media website.
Because they want you to watch a Facebook video.
They don't want you to look at They don't want you to look at YouTube. They don't want you to look at Twitter.
Well,
any of those
nobody
links.
really wants to look at Twitter.
Like if you want anybody to look at YouTube, you're going to pay Facebook to make it happen.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean, because truth be told, like I only have a Twitter account to troll 45.
Yes, you do.
Anyway,
that is all I do with it is troll 45.
Number 10.
yeah, number 10. Let's just move on.
Look at Mario. Number 10. We announced our official band and our official cosplayer.
Yeah.
Which I guess I should say our official local band, our official local cosplayer.
Because, hey, international peeps.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. Because we now also have a 2017...
Lamp, you in a band? Send
like,
us a demo? Write us a song?
Write us a theme song.
But yeah, Resurrection Mary with Heather and Travis Kilgore, they came on a UNN live show one Thursday night. One of the most fun shows we ever had.
It was hysterical. And Travis can just spin a yarn.
Oh, yeah.
You just
One of the best
let him go
storytellers.
and just sit there smiling and enjoy
Pretty
it.
much. That's exactly how it went
It was great.
He's like one of the people you would go and watch him do like an acoustic set where he tells a story between every song.
Yep, we should just have him and Heather back on. We'll just give him a topic and then we'll just wait.
Well, see, that's the thing. Like, the reason, because I told him, I was like, don't even worry about a theme song or anything until after the first of the year. Because it's the holidays, and he's been out on tour for, like, the past, like,
very,
6
very
weeks or something.
musician.
And not to mention his, whole... What, did he have a kidney stone or what?
Yeah, I think it was like a kidney stone that he had.
He was in the hospital sick.
Yeah, it was rough there for about a week. I was like, holy crap, dude.
Cameron's on. He says, good evening.
Yo.
Hello.
Cameron.
Hello, Cameron.
But
Thank you for tuning in, Si.
That was really cool. They're going to be our official local band going into 2018. And I think we'll be seeing a lot more from them. I know they'll be making another appearance on the live show. That's got to happen.
Yeah.
Our official local cosplayer is Clockwork Calamity. We had her on a Friday night edition of Saturday Night Crew one night. And
So
I got to work with her at the Haunt.
yes, she actually did some stuff at Dread Hollow this year. She's awesome. Does a lot of has that charisma and everything.
It's funny. We just happened to be upon her because of my sister. My sister was like, "Hey,
Yes.
check out my friend." Da da da. Okay, cool. And here we are.
Is it that her picture up
Yeah,
there too?
her
Yeah,
picture.
that's her on the
Her
carousel.
picture right there behind
Yeah, and she
behind
was on UNN Live with us on Thursday.
Yes, that was when we announced she was the official cosplayer.
Yeah, she was a lot of fun to have on too.
Sally.
Yeah, that's right. She dressed
Oh,
up as Sally. It was right because it was
she looks so cute.
few weeks into September, I think.
But yeah, she does a great. She's actually going to be at Conuga in February 2018 with us. She'll be at our table all weekend. So come by and see her, and I mean that's going to be a lot of fun. Number 9. Now this was like a personal favorite of mine. I'll just come around. This is all me.
Yeah, we'll just give you a minute.
Yeah. Look at the picture right up there above, right there at the top, in between the Fleetbook back and the.
Yeah, you can't really see it on the screen. I hate that.
It's this heavenly glow that
Yeah.
It really
the room.
is.
Tell us about your experience.
The very top picture.
Paint them a picture with words.
Yes.
And like, what's bad is like I tell everybody, hey, I interviewed Brian O'Halloran. And the first thing they say is like, who's that?
Who's that?
Dante from Clerks. And then it's like, oh, yeah. This was like one of those things that wasn't even really planned going into the con at Wizard World Nashville this year. And
It was a wish.
yeah, I had like 3 or
A
4
dream
people.
is a wish your heart makes.
I had 3 or 4 people that I confirmed that I was going to be interviewing. And so we go down there and I look around and he just so happened not have anybody at his table right at that moment. And I went up to him and was like, hey man, I did the picture with you. I was dressed as Negan. Oh yeah. I said, is there any way I could come by and do like a 5 or 10 minute interview with you? He was like, yeah, just do it Sunday when everything's, dead. I was like, okay. So I, honest to God, thought I would show up. He wouldn't be there. I would show up. It would just be crazy busy. I wouldn't be able to do it. Nope. I showed up. Yeah, come around back. Got to do about a 10-minute interview with him, and it was like the greatest 10-minute interview of my entire life. I don't know if it'll ever be beat. So, I mean, that right there is going to be like the single biggest moment in my interviewing career. Unless I end up, interviewing like Jack Nicholson or somebody.
No, sorry.
I think about the only way I could top that is by interviewing Kevin Smith himself.
Oh dear God.
Jennifer Lawrence. That would be a big one
I
for
would
me.
love to interview her too.
So
Jennifer Lawrence. Okay. See, here I was thinking you would want to
Sorry.
interview like Stanley.
I met Stan Lee, so that ship has sailed.
You've met him, but you've not interviewed him.
I would just fall apart if I was to
She'd say
interview
he
him.
wouldn't be able to.
All right, so I'll have to be here for that one. Gotcha.
I wouldn't be able to do it.
Funny.
What Lonnie would like to ask you is,
What he meant by
Lonnie is sitting over here going,
It's like what he meant to say before he started
What
crying.
I meant to say is, What was your inspiration for Spider-Man, and how much of yourself do you put into your own characters? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so what Lonnie's saying now is, will you please sign his face?
Sign my face.
Number 8, Neil Beowulf.
Neo!
Mr. Wolf.
He is actually streaming at this moment,
Yeah.
or he would probably be here giving me hell. Neil
How do you know
Beowulf.
he's not giving you hell in his stream?
Neil Beowulf found Untitled Nerd Network around, what was it, November last year? September?
Probably September.
No, it was more like August. It was
Yeah,
right
I was gonna
after.
say it was right after you got No Man's Sky.
It was right after we started playing No Man's Sky. He was looking for No Man's Sky streamers, and he found us just by chance. And over the past year and a half,
He just stuck with us.
has become like one of our biggest supporters, to the point where we watch all of his streams, he watches ours. We've actually sent each other Christmas gifts. He is the man who made our Untitled Nerd Network logos that you see on all of our stuff. He's the one who rehashed the Infinity Flux logo there.
Yes, he did.
He's the one who gave us our template for our video game streams. He's the one who gave us our green screen.
The Xbox 360.
Yeah, he's the man behind the Xbox 360. Honest to God, if it wasn't for him, I really don't know what this channel would look like right now.
Yeah,
Like, there's no...
it's true.
So in reality, it's sponsored by Infinity Flux, Neil Beowulf.
Yep.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, no
I'll
doubt.
just go ahead and throw that down there in the corner too.
He's one of our, like, really featured people. Anytime I have a technical screw-up, 5 minutes, he's got me fixed. Like, holy crap, like, we ought to put him on the payroll.
Don't even forget, y'all swap channels.
Wait, you pay?
You swap channels. Wait, we're getting paid. You said payroll.
I think payroll
I
is
think
like
I-
payroll's on an IOU system.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like if we win the lottery, we'll take care of y'all.
Okay.
Yeah, that is true.
If any of us win the lottery, I think this becomes our job. It's
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, well, yeah.
That would be amazing. Could you
Oh wait, you want
imagine?
an electric bill? Here you go. Go on.
It'll be the most fantastic layer.
Oh god, yeah.
Right?
Have you seen those fold-up gaming tables that they like fold out and it's got like little pockets and stuff? And I want one of those.
I can see Lindsay with one of those like big terrain tables with the grid printed on them, mountains and rivers and.
I want the table, the ones that's got the desktop screen built into it. That you can just change it, and that's
I think I'll do like a combination of both, because I mean, having the technology is fun and awesome and makes things easy, but there is also
That physical.
It's more immersive if you can do both.
move your miniatures
Yeah.
around.
Or you could get a table like in Beetlejuice. They had like the little town.
Oh
Yeah.
God. But anyway, mentioning swapping channels. Yeah, they
Neil-
swap channels for a night.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, Untitled
Yeah.
Nerd Network and Neil Beowulf swap channels. He played Near Automata.
Yes.
Yeah, and we played
Fallout
Fallout 4 on his channel. And it was one of the most successful game streams
On both
of
channels.
the month on both sides. It was crazy. It was awesome.
It was,
That's cool.
It was so much fun.
So that was really a highlight as far as just regular streams go. And we've become really good friends with him and his wife. They're planning on coming to one of our Wizard World events next year. Probably our only Wizard World event.
Yeah, probably so.
See how the charge is. What's it
So
like?
yeah, that's pretty cool. Number 7,
Oh,
2017
boosted it up to
Cosplayer of the
15%.
Year
Go ahead and set that back up.
is okay. So what happened for this
Oh yes.
is beginning in January we did daily features. We feature a cosplayer day to day. Like every evening we do a new one. They become our profile picture across all platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and we basically go by Facebook reactions. So if you get at least 50 reactions over the course of your 24 hours, then you are
Your
entered
name's
into
in
the
the hat.
All-Star competition. Yeah. And if we had some people who did so good that we kept them on there for 2 days, because, they hit like 70 or 80 reactions. I'm like, well, they're already an All-Star. Let's see how far this wave goes. And we had like 2 or 3 of those. Poetic Steam Hippie was one of them. Hashtag Cosplay was another. Crystal Rose Creations was another that hit like over 100 likes. And
Bexy
so,
Quindle. Bexy Quindle.
Yes, Bexy Quindle's
Calamity.
insanely popular. Huh?
Calamity. Clockwork Calamity.
Actually, she was not in our All Stars.
Yeah, she was not in the All Stars competition.
Oh, yes.
That which was weird because her profile pictures didn't do hot, but anytime we shared her stuff, it was like
it was on fire.
insane, and I was like, "What the crap?" Like it just didn't make any sense.
I don't really get it.
Profile picture smaller.
So, everybody who got at least 50 reactions from January 1st to the end of November was entered into our December 1st through 15th competition. And I would get on there daily and update the vote totals. We shared them in an album, and hashtag cosplay took off with it from day one and never looked back.
I mean, that was an amazing cosplay,
I
though.
love Pyramid Head.
And
Hers was pyramid.
the story behind it,
Pyramid.
That was cute.
Yes.
y'all will remember this. I think you were on then.
Yes, you were threatened.
You
will remember.
Yeah. She's the one, we shared her photo, and the woman who did the photography griped at us
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
about all that. And then we took the picture off and shared another one by a different photographer, and over the span of half a day, it amassed like 80 votes.
Yep.
So she was
That's
insanely
really-
popular from day one. That cosplay was. So, like really, seriously, she ran away with it, never looked back from
And
day
her
one.
interview was awesome too.
Yes, her interview was really good.
Yeah, her interview, you were here for that, wasn't you?
Yep, she
Yeah.
was here.
That was awesome. Yeah, she does really good. I mean, she's just an all-around cool person. She's got a lot of neat projects, and we're going to be promoting the crap out of her through the end of next year. So look out for her. We're going to be sharing just about everything she does over the course of the next 365 days. Number 6, Infinity Flux sponsorship. And this is like one of those things that just kind of happened. Once we hit 10,000 fans on Facebook, and 500 subscribers on YouTube.
No, I don't even know if it was 500.
I don't even think we had 500
I
at the
think it
time.
was
Somewhere in the
like 3.
400 range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I got to that point where I was like, you know what? I'm comfortable asking people to sponsor us. You know, maybe not a lot of money or anything, but donate prizes, stuff like that. So I sent out an email to every single comic book and hobby shop in Chattanooga. Infinity Flux was the only one that answered.
Wow.
And they, Jason was like, yeah, come into the shop, we'll talk. So we went in. I pitched our deal to him, hey, we don't want anything big, just, a prize every few months, and, we'll pimp you guys out, we'll film on location, we'll do your events. Sure. So it just became a thing. Ended up doing most of our 1-year anniversary, or 2-year anniversary stuff in May at the shop, which that was a lot of driving.
We can't, and we no matter what we do, we can't get Jason on camera.
Yeah, right.
We've been trying that.
I actually ran into him the other day at where was it? At the Conuga Christmas party.
Yeah.
I ran into him, and he specifically said, he goes, I'm camera shy and I won't get on camera. He goes, but I don't have a problem standing up in front of a bunch of people and talking. So like doing a panel at a con, he'll do, but he won't get on camera.
Okay, I could
So I
see
told him, I
that.
was like, dude, we only want you on camera so that we can give people the face of our sponsor.
Yeah.
That's all we're
Yeah.
wanting to do.
Oh, yeah.
Like we just want to put the face of our sponsor out there. And
Nope.
he's like, we'll talk about it. But, but you could tell it was we'll talk about it of, don't bring this up again. I love Jason though. He's amazing.
That's great because he's been like that since day one. I can't. I've begged him on the air.
You'll hear his voice off camera. Like we'll
Yeah.
be there doing malarkey or something. And he'll hear her say something. We're like, come over here. No.
No, not happening.
Now we did get Megan on there.
Yeah.
She did a little tour of the store and everything. That was pretty cool.
John's been on there.
John's been on there. He did some magic unboxings, which I would like to do some more of those. I talked to him right before the holidays, and we were thinking about it, and it just never happened.
Right. The rest of their staff, their whole staff.
Yeah, their staff is amazing. And they've been more than accommodating, and I'm going to get over there the middle of next month and pick up my backlog of new issues.
Yeah, I need to do that.
Like, I really need to get over there because the New World Order arc is starting in The Walking Dead. I really need to read that. But yeah,
Doomsday Clock 2's out.
Huh?
Doomsday Clock 1 and 2 is out.
That actually happened yesterday.
Yep, it's...
Wait, day before.
Yeah, issue 2
yesterday.
came out this week.
So that was pretty cool. But yeah, drop by and see Infinity Flux. They always have awesome stuff. They've been getting a lot of new CGC graded books in. I think
We did a malarkey thing where we showed some of the graded books.
We did.
Mm-hmm.
And
was
we're
kinda cool.
eventually planning on talking to Steve again. But
I'm looking forward to that
we were
because I
going
want
to
to talk
do
to
it
him
the
about.
first of this month, and I just got busy. And
I have something for him because I have a friend of mine that was looking at an issue of the Hulk that he was looking to buy, and the guy was wanting like $400 for it. And I want to send Steve pictures that I've got of that issue and say, what do you think this is worth? Because when he posted, like my friend posted on Facebook, and he was like, what would you pay for this? And I was like, dude's got his name written on it. He's got, it's missing the Marvel comic book stamp that was in it. I was like, I'd pay 50 cents for it at most. And he was like, haha, you don't know what you're talking about, but I want to see what Steve says.
all right,
Because I want to see what Steve thinks it's worth.
number 5, and this is like we've already mentioned this a couple of times.
Yeah.
Win a date with single Sarah. This is kind of like the reason this rate's so high is because we made a joke video of
Yes, it was a prank.
this. Like 3 months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
roughly.
like right before the fall started, and I was like, "Oh, we're gonna win a date with single Sarah," and she
And
gave
the
me this
look
go
on
hell
her
look.
face. The look on her
Oh,
face
God,
was
the look on
priceless.
her face was priceless on
Yeah.
that video.
So it was like, oh no, just joking, and then like really, it was kind of weird because reaction to that video, people were like, "Why is this gotta be a joke?"
You popular.
Yes. Yes.
And
There's
if
some
you-
men and women folk out there who want a date with the single Sarah.
Hey, that's true though.
if you look at like a lot of our videos, the ones where Sarah is present typically track a little higher
They
on
do
the
try a
rating.
little higher. They do.
No, look at the math. It's all there. So what we came up with? We thought about it like the night we were doing the Saturday, the sleepover, or
Yep.
the pajama party,
Yeah.
and she agreed. How much alcohol did you have at that point? We should probably look at that.
Probably not as much as she'll have on the date.
Well, so the date,
Coffee and animes on.
Hi.
Oh.
She says,
I
"Hey,
keep-
all y'all dorks."
I
That's my
keep
sister.
waving at your thing.
Oh, it's
So-
Sarah to Sarah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Sarah, Sarah.
So the
My
thing about it
sister.
is it's a very, very controlled date. It's
Yeah.
at Conduga.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much, you're basically you're donating to be her sidekick for the weekend. For
Saturday.
for the Saturday.
Oh, I was gonna say
So yeah,
Saturday.
for Saturday. So from
Saturday.
Saturday, you get a badge to Conduga.
3-day badge.
3-day badge to
You get a weekend
Conduga.
badge, but
Yeah.
you spend the day with Sarah.
But you spend Saturday with Sarah.
You get to come to our panels with Sarah, get to come to our video game events with Sarah. All the stuff you get to accompany Sarah on Saturday.
Plus $20 for you and Sarah to eat on the food truck.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Lindsay's like, No, I'm just
I
kidding.
might need to enter to run the date.
Well, it's amazing that you bring that up. In order to enter this contest, all you have to do is make a donation to the Humane Educational Society.
Oh my God, I can totally
Through
do that.
UNN.
$10
$10.
Yeah, which is
minimum.
which
If
is
you want to
Or
donate
again.
more, by all means.
yeah, it's like
so-
you can donate 20 for 2 chances, 30
Yeah.
for 3.
Yeah, so every $10 gets you an entry into the
Lamp,
hat.
you on this?
My sister says yes.
We
Sarah's
will
right.
not be flying anyone in from out of the country
No, that
though.
was
You
no-
got to
No,
get
they-
here on your own dime.
The only thing is, like, the only little stipulations. Number one, it is a local thing. It has to be at Connuga. And so, if you can't make it, also can't be married. And
That's Sarah's stipulation.
It
Well,
has,
no, there's
it-
some crazy people out
There
there.
are. I don't blame her.
and it has
I
to
don't
be.
blame her either.
It's going to be at Connuga, so you can't go off premises or anything. It is kind of a controlled thing, but I mean, it's not like we're going to be sitting there, with a camera watching you.
Yeah,
That
we're
you're
going to be
gonna see.
eyeballing you.
I mean,
2 or 3 bodyguards following her around at all times.
you won't
The Sarah
even
has moved
notice.
just 2 inches to the left. The man has tried to grab her ass. I smacked him.
And
Moving on.
here's another reason. Here's another reason why we're so good with it being at Conuga is because Conuga has the best security
Yep.
They do.
I have ever seen in my life. So I'm like,
Pretty
see,
confident.
you may not know it to look at me, but I'm very protective of Sarah. And so I wouldn't send her out into a crowded convention if I wasn't 110% sure of her safety and well-being.
And this year, security at Conuga will be easily recognizable by new vests.
Cool.
Best.
Yes. And so will staff. Staff will actually, we'll talk about that here in a minute. I got
Okay.
this.
I
But
like
anyway.
when things are easily identified. And more signs. They need more signs.
More signs?
More signs.
Really?
Yeah. Like last year, I couldn't find the food.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to have to ask you the same question. So, there was a huge sign that said, food trucks this
Where?
way. Like, right
She
by
said
registration.
I went
never
to
saw
registration. I asked
I
who
actually
it was.
Well, okay. Oh,
I never saw the food truck sign.
You
I
never
never
did?
did.
It
I
was
had
a
to
huge
ask.
sign. It was about as big as your door there. Oh, okay. So apparently we need a bigger sign for the food trucks. Todd,
And
if
maybe
you're
at,
watching,
like, not down where everything's happening. Like, you know, there's that long corridor that you
Yeah.
walk
Yeah.
down. Like, maybe a few,
okay.
like, with big arrows that just
I'll,
says
I'll,
food
I'll, I'll
and
bring
an
it up.
arrow.
I'll bring it up to the directors when we
And
have
we
our
will
directors
talk to Todd in early February. So.
That was my big thing because I just
What's
didn't know
up?
what I was doing.
Sorry,
there, and
we-
then I got hungry, and then I got grumpy,
I'll-
and then it was just from there.
So I will say this much: as staff, because I am staff at Conuga, as all the staff, we of course knew where all the signage was and everything, and it every time someone says they didn't see that sign, it blows our mind because it was a freaking huge sign.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Yeah.
So I mean, no offense to you, but it's just like we're like how.
Coffee and Anime says that Sarah's heart will always belong to her anyway.
But will it always go on? Oh, sorry.
Probably.
Song references again.
Alright, next.
All right, number 4, our 2-year anniversary in May. By the end of May this year, I was running on fumes.
Mm-hmm.
That was before you guys became a regular part of the channel.
Mm-hmm.
I
I am
was-
known to be invigorating.
It was.
So what he's saying is we gave him gas.
It was.
So to
Breathe
speak.
new life into his.
Breathe. Yeah. Okay.
It was before you guys.
This ties
It was
into number 3,
before.
making his life better.
It was before Sarah actually started doing anything other than Saturday nights, and we were kind of at a transition, which we'll get at here in a little bit. But it was basically me for our 2-year anniversary, and I ran my ass off. It almost brings me to tears thinking about it, because I scheduled an entire month.
That's what you
Every
get wrong, is
off
you freaking
day-
scheduled so freaking
Every
much.
off day I had something scheduled, and I was under the impression that there were going to be at least 2 other people involved, and it ended up being just me.
So what you should do for year 3 is pick a day, one day,
Well,
and
okay,
that
there
is
was
the
2.
anniversary day.
There was at least 2 of those things you had scheduled that I helped you with.
Yeah, we did the.
We did the real life Peter Griffin. What else
Yes.
did we do? We
It
did another thing that day.
wasn't Poetic Steam Hippie, was it?
No, it was Shattered Stitch, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right.
No, because every time we've ever had Shattered Stitch was in person. I'm almost positive she was in person.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. We interviewed somebody at Infinity Flux, so when it her?
Probably.
I mean, Amber's probably right. 'Cause
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
Because
You should just.
most of that month was a
Thanks.
blur anyway.
Yeah.
I don't even remember who we
Appreciate
interviewed.
it.
Just
Yeah.
just accept that she's right and move on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, our 2-year anniversary was big time. We had a bunch of big names, cosplayers. Really, met a lot of new people, and it was just, man, it was insane. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was the 2-year anniversary of the page.
Sorry, I just got what my sister wrote. You said you were running your ass off, and she said, Lonnie's ass is gone. I'm so sorry, Amber. At first, I was like, I'm confused, and then I was like, what? Because I almost asked her what she was talking about, and I thought
So-
about it for a minute.
Had to loop around.
Yeah.
Oh, then.
I'm so sorry, Amber.
But everybody stay tuned to after we announce number 1, and we're going to be announcing our big giveaway. Biggest giveaway in the history of Untitled Network.
It really is.
I'm not just saying that. You'll know what we're talking
really
about when we
is.
get there. Number 3, staff changes in May, which this came right
That's me and
on top. Yeah.
Okay, I'm ready.
We ended up being extremely short-handed, and come
Now you
May,
have
of course,
all of
you were a little bit after May. You were a little bit, right? When did
I've always been here.
There you go. I've always been here. I don't know
I'm gonna
what
need
she's
you to make a will
talking
check,
about.
sir.
This is
Oh, you
interesting.
failed. She's
Well,
always been here.
Yeah.
We were talking about at the beginning of the show
Oh, I'm
about
sorry, I didn't blow
how
that.
there was a
Delayed reaction.
revolving door.
Yeah.
And beginning in May, there became a revolving door of our live shows. I think we went through like 2 or 3 different hosts. And
Yeah,
I
actually,
remember
yeah.
that.
eventually, I was like, because it looked like it was solid, and then it was like, oh,
It would
no,
go
I
away.
can't do it. I've got personal stuff going on every single time. And then finally, I was like, I just took the papers, just to hell with it, and just threw them. And I was like, you know what? I'll just put a special post on the page, and I'll target it just to the Chattanooga area, 10 miles to Chattanooga. And I was like, I'll just be like, hey, does anybody want to come on and do these shows with me? And Lindsay answered. And I was like, Lindsay? I was like, I don't know her. Okay, let's see what happens. And so you end up coming for like, I guess like a trial show at Infinity Flux.
Yeah.
And we sat down and it was like, holy crap, this works.
Fun.
And so
Yeah.
I was like, let's do another one in 2 weeks. And it worked. I was like, well, you're part of the team now.
Yeah, I saw the post and was just kind of like, I like to do things. So I sent you the message, and then you wanted well, in what ways are you nerdy or whatever? I was like, oh God, I have to explain my nerdy.
How many paragraphs
Can
was
you
that?
just? I feel like it was a pretty long email, but yeah, because I felt like I had to cover all the basics, all the like a Jane of all fandoms kind of
Yeah.
and then been specifically these ones and.
But heck yeah, I mean, it worked.
Yeah.
It worked
I
out
had
greatly.
fun.
I mean, granted, we've not done a lot of live stuff over the last couple of months.
Holidays, man.
We're going to
holidays.
change that at the beginning of the year.
But you know what I figured out though? It's just sitting the way that it is, right? We've got the video gaming generation and we've got the tabletop generation over here.
That is so
Yeah.
true.
Because,
Yeah.
Wow.
you and I are the ones that are making all the tabletop references over
Yeah,
here.
they're
That
just okay.
they're not. Yeah, that's funny. We're sitting here loving
AB
it.
upside down combo. I don't know what you guys do on those.
It's AB
Pretty
AB
much.
up down up
I
down
don't know.
start.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do this.
Yeah.
But I was gonna just a quick sidebar. Have you played the Fate system?
I have, because the Fate system is what Dresden's based off of.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Instead, we had talked about doing a D&D game, but I think that might be for just a quick game, just throwing people in. The Fate Accelerated or something?
Yeah. Or
I feel like we could
the
do that.
Cortex system would be easy too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, I will say.
Anyway, we're
that,
going to do a tabletop game at some point with these
Yes,
guys.
yes,
I'm
yes,
DMing it.
yes.
It's going to be great. I just have to figure out which system
That's
is
the
easiest
thing.
for them to-
She's gonna be
if
the-
we do
she's
some
gonna be the
prep before,
DM,
We could do
so-
5th edition. I really do. 5th edition is pretty easy to
Yeah,
get
I mean,
into.
I love 5th edition.
I do too.
I know there's a lot of people that don't.
My brother thinks it's crazy that I love 5th edition. He's a Pathfinder devotee.
Well,
Which Pathfinder has its
I
strengths.
love math. I'm an accountant, but when I'm playing a game, I don't want to spend a lot of time doing that.
Which is why no one ever plays Champions.
Oh God.
Because you
Like
need a...
Shadowrun, where you have like a bucket
Oh,
of
God, a
D6s.
bucket
You're like,
dice.
all right, I attack it.
No, Champions is the one where you have to have an advanced math degree to make a character.
Anyway, sorry.
We went off on a tangent, sorry.
As far as like.
Staff
Mark,
changes. We joined. It was great.
Yeah, it was great.
His life was so much better, and he loves that he doesn't have to do all the talking. See how much he loves it?
Mark-
I'm loving it.
Mark actually started. He came on as a guest late last year for our first big interview with Steve Borak, the president of CBCS. And after that, because I know you were like asking me like every few weeks.
I want in, man.
Yeah, he was
Find
like,
me something.
anything else? I was like, at the time, I was like, I got nothing, man.
And then when we did have times, our schedules conflicted, so...
So finally, I was like, you know what? Because it was right about June or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? We're going to throw together like just a little variety, like comic book thing. And so we got together and did a few, and then we came up with the name Comic Book Malarkey because it's like a play on our names.
That was all you, sir.
So we started doing that, and then you came to FarleyCon, and
Oh God, that was fun. I'm sorry.
was
That whole
fun.
that whole event at FarleyCon was fun.
I loved
That
Farley.
was-
And
We
then
had
the
such a
live
good time.
stream that me and Amber and Sarah did at
I
the
didn't even
cosplay
realize
yard
who
sale
he
Yes.
was fun.
Yes, the cosplay art sale was
Yeah.
so much fun.
Yeah.
I believe that was actually the first, and if I'm not mistaken, only set of videos that I've not been involved in.
Yeah.
Yeah, like y'all.
We should
y'all
track
check
what
that
the we should
Totally.
track what the views on those were compared.
He's like, let's not look at those.
Yeah,
Pull down the chart.
Yeah, there's like a pre-made chart up there. I've already got
Oh, are
ready.
you
Yeah.
talking about the thing that me and her
Let's
went
do a
to?
sign.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like I
And
was
then
just
Mark
like
and
there
Kinsey were there,
because
and
Kinsey
so-
had her booth there.
Seriously, next
Oh
time,
wait,
let's make
no,
some
I was
fake
thinking
shirts
about the
Yeah,
other
we should.
thing that we did.
What other thing?
Camp Jordan. I don't know what was
That was the cosplay art sale, Sarah.
That was cosplay
I'm
art sale.
sorry. I'm
It's
all
okay.
getting all mixed
You're
up.
okay.
Now,
Coffee and Anime tabletop would probably be interesting for a live stream, and Cartfoon agreed with a cat smiley face.
Well, I mean, seriously, for crying out loud, like Will Wheaton makes it happen, so why can't we?
Yeah, I mean, Critical Role gets like hundreds,
Oh,
like
God,
millions
yes.
and millions of views.
yeah, we're gonna end up doing Rock Band, Cards
Some
Against
D&D.
Humanity,
I mean, I'm
and
no
Tabletop.
Matt Mercer.
Cards Against Humanity. Wait, you know Matt Mercer?
No, I said I'm no
Okay.
Matt Mercer. Okay, there's an
I'll say,
episode
if you know
where Will
him, we need to
Wheaton
talk.
is on a Critical Role, and just it is amazing that the urban legend about his always rolling ones and
Yeah.
twos, so true.
Yep.
It's amazing.
I've seen that one.
Oh my god.
Now, I will say, like, we kind of missed it on the 2-year anniversary, but the 2-year anniversary, we also kicked that off at FarleyCon, and that was really like a heck of a show. That was like one of those small shows, and it's like we didn't get a lot of subscribers from the show, but at the same time, we came away with one of the
God,
best
the
interviews in
interviews.
channel
That
history,
that wrestling interview where, oh God.
where we were trying to hook Casey Wagner up with Sarah.
Well, no, not that one. The one where we had Josh Turner.
It was the same one.
It's the same
And
one,
oh,
yeah.
okay, that was further on because like it was Josh Turner and then him and that guy that he had beef with. We pulled him in, and they
Oh,
were just
God.
like all K-Fab, right?
Yes.
And I still swear up and down it was K-Fab.
And that's when I met
Like-
him.
That
Yeah.
was
I didn't
that
know
was
who he
Andrew
was.
Germain.
Yeah,
Was the dude's name.
Drew. Yeah,
Uh,
well,
Drew Gaines.
Drew
Drew
Gaines.
Gaines.
Yeah.
They actually that was an interesting little deal because like Amber was over there like getting uncomfortable, and I was like,
Yeah, I know.
because my first thought was like, we don't want to do this. Like, yeah, he was like, yeah, go ahead and bring him over. I was like, because I could actually see like a fist fight breaking out.
Whatever.
It-
You want to
dude.
say you were uncomfortable? You were all over that.
It was
shit.
K-Fab.
Come
Well, it was
on.
more like I don't want to, but let's just
Bullshit.
kamikaze this son of a gun right into a.
Bullshit.
It was
Okay.
one of our best segments, I think, live segments. I really do.
Yeah.
I mean, for just to be spontaneous, I think we get a lot of really good stuff when we go spontaneous.
Oh yeah, that's why I don't
Off
even keep
book.
an outline anymore, except for that because we had to.
Did we?
Huh?
Didn't
We
have
could
to.
have just gone crazy with it.
No,
I'm like, oh
I
god,
had to
what
have
number
a
are we
list.
on? Who's
He-
keeping up? It'd be great.
We're on number
My
4
God.
again. Wait, what?
It's 1 a.m. We're still on number 2.
But no,
What happened?
but yeah, y'all came on, and I mean the rest is history. We've been pretty solid since the summer.
We have been.
Yes,
Um,
I approve the change in staff.
Yeah, it's like Sarah's become a lot more involved, and like me and Amber do stuff nearly every night, and well, that sounds
On the
horrible.
stream.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you said you couldn't stream stuff like that.
But hey, we
Not
can
on
go,
that
you guys.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, like
Keeps you
this
close.
is.
It's UNN under the covers. Wait,
Jesus.
sorry.
We have a lot of
Christ.
people who come in and out as guests and stuff, and this has been the core group since like early July or late July, and
Say so.
I mean it's been great. It's worked. God, it's worked because we all get along. There's none of that like bullshit bickering or anything, and it's just everybody just has a good time, just hanging out, and that's really what the channel is. That's what the channel's been about since the beginning. Is just people getting together, hanging out, having a good time, and filming it.
What?
You know,
My
what's
sister says, "Ooh, spicy."
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a request. From now on, when you're reading from the chat, you have to do different voices.
Oh yes, yes.
God.
Number 2.
Number 2.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Connuga 2017. This was our very first
Oh, I didn't know you were going to
convention
talk about
ever.
2017. I talked about 2018. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
This was our very first convention ever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, any kind of convention.
It's our first con.
Connuga was it.
Yay.
I'm sad I
Todd
missed
came
it.
on, talked to us.
It is what it is. You're going this year.
Yes.
Whoa!
You have to go. You're a prize.
Pretty much.
You were there for a little bit, right? Didn't you show up
No,
late
I
on
was
Sunday?
No,
sick.
she was sick
Yeah.
during
She
didn't
con.
show up at all?
Because I asked y'all where she was,
I
and,
could've
and
sworn
Amber
you
was like,
showed up,
she is
like,
at
right at
home.
the end.
Like, wouldn't you like puking your guts out or something that
There's
weekend?
no
I think
telling.
no sinuses.
Oh, yeah.
That's always what's wrong with Sarah.
Yeah.
Sinuses.
Because I never really get sick.
So the week before, we need to get her some Benadryl and some Claritin.
Right. Make
Yeah,
sure
okay.
Sarah's well.
Most of the time, people get sick
We don't
after
want-
the con.
Yeah,
not
we don't want her
before.
on her date talking about them. Thank you for
But
Having fun.
the con was amazing. I met a lot of interesting people. I met Alex Ogle for the first time.
He is
He was the
amazing.
official artist of this coming Connuga.
Yep.
Uh,
I've got a Beta Ray bill of his that I'm going to hang up
I got to meet.
because I have to mention Beta Ray
How
bill
do
at
you
least
pronounce
once
Tom's last name?
per- Win.
Tom
So
Wynn.
so here's the thing. I had the pleasure of getting to pick him up at the airport when we brought him in the first time.
Yeah.
And I asked him, how's it pronounced? And he said, well, the Americans will bastardize it and say Nguyen because
That's what I call
kind of
it.
how it's spelled. He said, but the Vietnamese pronunciation is Win. So
Win
it's
or
Win?
Win?
Win, as in W-I-N, Win.
Okay, Win.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So it's really funny because like I'll have Vietnamese customers come through at work and they've got the same last name and I'm like, oh, how you doing, Mr. Nguyen? And they're like, look at me funny. I was like, yeah, I know how to pronounce it. It's okay.
Now that was pretty cool though because I got to meet him and he did that amazing BBW Jubilee print I've got up on the wall.
Tom is flat out amazing.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if I like never meet another comic book artist ever, he's absolutely amazing. He did your Jubilee.
Yeah.
He did for Kinsey. He did a for Christmas. He did a Captain America as a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Oh, that's
Cool.
precious.
So and I'll show you pictures here in a bit. But it's
Yes.
amazing. And then he also, because I was the one that went and picked him up at the airport and everything, and I was the one that contacted him and got him to come to the con. He did a Firestorm headshot for me. And I'm waiting on a Beta Ray bill from him that I commissioned him for at the last con.
I'll tell you what was really cool is just I wanted to get some similar stuff like off of Google, and so I googled BBW Jubilee, and the top video result was a video he had made of him making that.
Yep.
That
He'll do
thing right there.
that when he
He was
does
so excited when
commissions.
he found that.
He'll do really like he's in Vietnam right now, and so he's posting a video every day of his trip over there. He just got engaged.
Really?
Yeah.
Congrats to
So
him.
yeah. So he's like over there. He just met he's got a video of when he went and met the new in-law. You know, the soon-to-be in-laws, and apparently in Vietnam they have this tradition when you meet someone they feed you until you're about to pop.
Yeah.
And so, you know, he was talking about,
Wonderful
the
tradition.
the tradition of
Oh, yeah.
force feeding you until you're dead, continues. But he'll do that. Like sometimes he'll just do a video where he'll be sitting in the airport or something, doodling on a napkin.
Yeah.
And he'll live stream that or something. It's amazing to watch him work.
Now, there were other people I got to meet. Kyle Puttkammer, who is the writer behind Hero Cats.
Yeah.
Which has really turned into a really neat novel little book that I like reading.
You got to meet the Midnight Guy too.
That was Alex Ogle.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Alex. I mentioned him already.
I got to meet like several different people, and actually, there's
Did you
like
interview the Red Ranger?
yeah, Steve Cardenas. That's one of our higher rated interviews from that con. And like, I'm not going to mention any names, but I actually gave to a Kickstarter campaign at Connuga, and the project was supposed to be done by like July.
Mm-hmm.
July came and went, nothing, and then they like put out a thing. Oh, it's going to be done by Christmas. I've had a lot of extra work come in, that kind of thing. Okay, so Christmas has come and gone, and nothing. So I'm like, it's going to end up being a year later
Huh.
before I end up getting the Kickstarter. So I was like,
I want to talk to you about that after you get off here.
because I'm like, I'm not throwing anybody negatively out there because I know the finished product is going to be great, but as impatient a person as I am, it just irritates the crap out of me when somebody says it's going to be July and it ends up being January.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, that was like one of the more interesting things that happened. We got to do the Drunken Big Wheel race.
That was great. The filming of the Drunken Big Wheel race was pretty cool.
You were there, yeah, because I remember seeing you.
I was organizing it.
Yes.
We actually
I was
got
charity
to
director.
we got to do a video. God, I hope Hippie Dan shows back up. Like he'll end up showing up, be clean shaven and everything. But yeah, he was like this dude. He was like red haired. He had like a long beard, younger guy, probably 20,
Had a
21.
bandana on.
Had one of those old blue and white bandanas, you know, the old, you know.
And Lonnie started calling him Hippie Dad.
Yeah, he was pedaling. He won.
Yeah.
And I was like, because he was my pick from the very beginning. I was like, yeah, Hippie Dan, he's coming around the corner. I mean, I was getting all into it and everything. And so afterwards, he ended up like wrecking when he finished, but he won. And he got up. I ran over there to him real quick. And I was like, hey, man, you know, what was it like winning? He was like, yeah, you know, it was a lot of fun. You know, I had a good time drinking and everything. And I was like, I don't even know your name. And I asked him, I said, what's your name? And he told me. And I was like, well, I've just been calling you Hippie Dan. He was like, I'm Hippie Dan. I was like, all right, man, yeah.
That's going to be cool if he comes back next year and that's his con name on his tag.
That would be amazing. He actually commented on one of our videos a couple of months later.
Yeah.
And was like, hey, it's Hippie Dan, you know, from Connuga. I was like,
That's awesome.
but yeah, Connuga was super fun. We're going to be back there again this year, coming year. Going to be talking to Todd. Todd's been really cool. Like, I love having Todd on. He's good for a couple times a year. He's so much fun to talk to.
I have all kinds of respect for Todd. So, my thing with Todd is we started doing the Star Wars versus Star Trek debate at another con. And when Todd decided that he was going to do Connuga, him and I stood out in the front parking lot of McKay's, and he was like, he's like, if you'll do this for me, you know, I'll have your back the whole time. And we stood there and shook hands, and I mean, every year he has me slotted right where I want to be, you know, because the other con put us at like 9 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday. Everybody was still hungover. They didn't come. I had 5 people out there.
Yeah.
You know, but like, you know, room's always packed for my debate. Makes me happy, and you know, it's, you know, and been with him ever since. Like, I've, you know, not missed a year. I think what's sad, what upsets me the most is like I have all the badges from every year except for one.
Oh.
So I've got to get it reprinted so I can have one.
Now, I will say, Connuga this year, we're actually going to be really participating in Connuga. We're not going to go and just sit at a table. We're going to be actually cosplaying at least 2 days, if not all 3.
You're doing the charity video game.
We're going to be doing the charity video game event. We're going to be doing our big giveaway we're getting ready to announce at the end of this. We're going to be doing panels. We're going to be
busy.
We're going to be neck deep in the whole con this year.
And that's what we want. You'll have to excuse, because like at this point I start talking as staff, because I've been staff for Connuga. That's what we want. And for anybody that's out there that's watching, Connuga is a con built for the fans. If you are a fan of something and you're like, man, I wish someone would do a panel on XYZ, submit it. You can do it. You can come and do that panel, and you can get people as fired up about XYZ as you are.
And not only that, but you do 3 panels, you get half off your weekend membership.
That's exactly it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, you know, I mean, Connuga has always been, and this year our slogan is, it's your con. And we're going to have things set up where we're going to, like, you know, get these bags where it's going to have, it's your blank. And you could actually take a Sharpie and fill in the blank of, so it's your blank con. So it's your anime con, it's your horror con, it's your gaming con, it's your video game con, it's your, you know, kitty cat con.
Yeah, it's
Lonnie,
like his wife Amber, you know, she posted a status the other day. It was like, you know, Connuga is my blank con. She's like, fill in the blank, everybody. And me personally, I said, you know, it's my networking con, because there is no better place in all of Chattanooga all year to be able to go and meet people of like mind, like hobbies. There's no better place.
And that's it. And we had mentioned it a little bit earlier. This year, you know, we've had some comments about how, you know, staff has been hard to recognize. So this year, directors are going to have vests. So, and then like security staff and volunteers are going to have vests. And you should be able to walk up to anybody wearing a vest and go, hey, I've got a question. And that person should be able to answer that question. And, you know, if they can't, you know, like if you go up to because it's going to be orange vest and blue vest. The director's going to be blue vest. So if you go up to an orange vest, if they don't know the answer, they should be able to point to a blue vest and go talk to Mark. Mark should know, you know. And if I don't know the answer, Todd's going to kick my butt.
Also, at the same time, I will say we had, this is just kind of tooting Connuga's horn. Last year we did have kind of a situation where there was kind of a creepy dude following a female around.
Yep.
And she came to our table and was like, hey, you know, this guy's been following me around. He took a picture of me. I wasn't really comfortable.
Oh, yeah.
And
Todd
they
shut that down in a
They
heartbeat.
did. 10 minutes later, the dude was being escorted out.
Yeah.
And that goes to show just how good security is there. And once again, is like why I have absolutely zero issue whatsoever with Sarah doing a contest date with somebody. And so, you know,
we're also really big on the whole cosplay is not consent community.
Yes.
You know, so, I mean, that's just, you know, come, have fun, respect everybody else's personal space, make it your con. You know?
And we will be announcing our cosplays that we're going to be doing during our Todd interview in early February. We don't have a definite date on that, but it will happen. Number one.
No, I would like to put in on Connuga. You know, I was
Go ahead.
there. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Well, you know, you got to run over me.
goodness.
You know
Yeah,
what?
I know.
You know what? Even though it's gone, even though you ran it off, you better back that ass up.
Anyway,
She's got something to say.
let's talk about where our table was located at because we had the best neighbors.
That is true. Oh my God, how did I forget?
Anyway,
Yep.
we're right next to Dark Princess Theater.
Yep.
Oh, Love, Hope, and John. They were amazing. We actually went to, Hope hosted a mini ghost hunt because she does the ghost tours downtown.
Mm-hmm.
You went with us.
Yeah.
For my birthday. And, yeah, we actually did a mini tour right there at the Choo Choo, and she talked about some of her experiences. That was a lot of fun. We got to interview them during the con, and they're really good friends of ours. And we were also next to the Pride table, and they were awesome too.
Oh, I bet.
loved them.
Oh, yeah. And Tennessee Valley Pride is one of Connuga's, usually every year, that's one of the charities they raise money for.
Yeah.
So.
Yes. I
Yeah, they were amazing.
Really
Yeah.
we couldn't have asked for better people to sit by.
Yeah, and then right
Awesome.
across from us was Brett Brooks, who is like a artist, writer. You know, he does his own comic. And Alex Ogle was across from us.
And also the Tennessee Horror News guys.
Yeah.
They were cool. We went to one of their panels. And they
The what news?
Tennessee Horror News.
Horror.
They do like haunted
Yeah.
houses
Okay.
and stuff.
Horror
Oh,
news.
but I like this one.
You gotta put two syllables in
Yeah,
there.
they've got
else
some
it sounds
really-
like a completely different
Yeah,
word.
so I was like,
You're like, what now?
You
we were
get-
talking about Pride, and I feel like this
Yeah.
went the wrong direction, but horror.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, got
there's
it.
two syllables in horror, or else it sounds like a completely different word.
But anyway, so like, yeah, we went to one of theirs. They had one of the actors from a haunt who was amazing.
Oh God, working
Like-
a haunt is fun.
Like he had all this long dark hair and like all this makeup on, and he had like an upside down cross on his head. And they were asking him like how they did certain things in the haunted house and yada yada yada. It was really cool. It was one of my favorite things.
Your sister was asking, was Marcus at the Pride table? I don't know who.
We're gonna need a last
Marcus.
name.
Well, to segue with the haunted house and then back to Todd, I have to say that was my
Dread Hollow.
second favorite thing that we did was going to Dread Hollow.
Yeah, Dread Hollow was fun.
Yeah.
The interview.
Yeah.
And that was what I was
Mostly-
going to cover with Connuga.
Mostly because of your failed attempt to scare me. That was spectacular.
It ended up scaring me.
Oh,
Yes,
it was
it
great.
did.
It was
It
so
was
great.
great.
I mean, it startled me, but yeah, just watching you like, oh!
Well, he
Camera
decided
shaking.
to do it while I was working on the computer.
He thought
Oh,
that
did
was
he
your-
hang Doug?
Well, he got up to, like, you did something, and he thought that was the signal to do the thing.
And
but,
it wasn't.
But Lonnie
Yeah.
didn't know that he'd given the signal, and
It
of
was
course, when
great.
I get there, Lonnie's like, "You're by the guillotine." I'm like, "Oh, that's not suspicious."
I'm not really
I just
good
want
at-
you, and the light is better here by this prop.
I I didn't really say it like that.
No,
you
it
know?
felt like
No,
that.
that's
No,
how
no,
she heard it
no.
though.
That's how it translated.
You said, hey Lindsay, I want you to sit here, and she heard, I want you to sit over here by this prop where I've set up a convenient thing.
Also at Connuga, I got Lonnie to go to his first drag queen show.
Yeah, that was actually pretty good.
I love
You know what?
Drag queen show.
Those girls put on an amazing show.
It was. I was so impressed
I
with
had
them.
an amazing time watching Pam Poovey from Archer.
I was like, that's
Did you
a
see
girl.
Todd? No, wait, was it this year or last year?
No, Todd didn't dress up. He was
Todd
like
dressed up
fifth row.
the last year. Like, he came out as Batgirl one year.
Oh, wow, I couldn't
that's
imagine.
cool.
We also met Joel Beaver.
Yes.
Yeah, Joel's amazing.
He is awesome. I love him.
Joel-
He is
amazing.
one of my favorite local people because he actually was turning 30 just a couple weeks ago, and he got on and did a Facebook Live jam session with a guitar and a keyboard, and he was taking
Joel is
requests.
amazingly talented.
And he was taking requests, and my favorite thing that he did during his concert, at which there wasn't a lot of people there, that was an insult because one of the best shows I've ever seen was what he did at Connuga. But he was scheduled against like a bunch of parties and a lot
Yeah, if it's anything happening on a Saturday night, if there's room parties going on, it's pretty empty.
But we went to that concert, and it was one of the best shows I've ever attended in my life.
Really good.
I've never seen a better showman than Joel Beaver. And so he was doing that, and he did Benny and the Jets. And so during his live stream, I think it was like his last stream in his 20s is what he called it. And I requested that song, and he played it, and I was like, God, I think he does a better job than Elton John. I mean,
he's amazingly talented. I've seen him a few times when he sits in with Radio Cult.
I love them.
Yeah, so
should interview
remind
them.
me to set you up with them. I can set you up to get an interview with them, pretty much.
With who, Radio Cult?
Radio Cult.
Yeah, baby.
Okay, because
Baby
I'm on like
Ricky.
a first name
Yeah.
basis with Joel.
Joel's pretty amazing, but I'm on a pretty much first name basis with Bambi and Ricky, so it's all cool.
I went to Taco Bell with them once.
I went to.
I don't think they remember me,
but
but I was.
So
really
the
I
first
don't
year,
think
so
they were
interesting
really.
story about Bambi and Ricky. So every year at Connuga, the three of us have talked about how we're going to go out and get Chick-fil-A. Every year, the three of us are too damn busy to go get Chick-fil-A. So 4 years ago, I had Chick-fil-A come to us. I catered it. I was like, I brought us all Chick-fil-A. And then since then, it's go out to eat at a Mexican restaurant with them after the con, which is pretty cool. Which Joel usually goes to.
Yeah. Anything else from Connuga?
I don't think so.
Sarah, you got anything from Connuga?
Oh, wait. She
Sarah
wasn't
was-
there. She was sick.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Number one was where Amber and myself went to Wizard World Nashville.
Yay.
This was holy crap. This was that time where, I mean, I know I said it earlier where I was like, you know, during the Rumors ATL, I was looking around like, yeah, we made it. This was where I was like, holy crap, we made it. Because Wizard World hooked us up with photo ops free of charge. They hooked us up with tickets free of charge. A table free of charge. They hooked us up with everything.
Gave us tickets to give away.
Yeah. Giveaway tickets, which actually Rocky, who does FarleyCon, he and his wife were the recipients of those tickets. Actually, Neil Beowulf and his wife won the tickets, and then the hurricane was headed towards South Carolina,
Right.
and so they couldn't make. They were really iffy about going to a con with a hurricane bearing down on the state.
Like, we're going to go to the con and we'll come back without a house.
Yeah, well, it ended up being like breeze and a little sprinkle.
Yeah.
And they were like, well, you know, if we'd have left, the house would have been gone when we got back.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Right.
That's how luck goes out with it.
But yeah, Wizard World Nashville, we ended up, Amber got her picture taken with Roman Reigns.
I did.
I got my photo
She
taken.
looks so happy in the picture.
Right,
I was
yeah.
very happy in that picture.
I got to threaten Brian O'Halloran with a skull bashing, and I made love to Jason Mewes.
It looks like he is trying to motorboat you.
Yeah, I
in the
told him
picture.
to.
Yeah. And you look really happy about it.
I actually looked.
I would have been happy about it.
When we showed up, like I show up, like Amber's working the table, and so I go over to the photo ops.
Always.
And I told
they all come see me after you leave.
they did. Holy crap! So I go up to
Especially
Jason
the guys.
Mewes, and I'm like, because there were like a handful of people in his line. I get up to him, and because the guy in front of me, I was third in line, and the guy in front of me said, "Hey, I'm gonna do something really perverted with Jason Mewes." I was like, "Okay." So he goes up and he like
Oh God, yeah.
bends over in front of Jason Mewes. Jason just mounts him right there. They have their picture taken like that. I was like, not really gonna be able to top that one.
No.
So I walk up to him and I was like, "Jason Mewes, I love you. Can you show that you love me too?" And he was like, "What do you want me to do?" I was like, So that was the result. He just latched on to me, and I looked like.
You look like you're seriously. Hang on, wait a minute. Hang on, wait a minute. We're about to get really, 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 really personal here. Amber,
Don't get too personal.
how close is that to his O face?
It took me a minute. I was like, what? No.
Because
looks not
that looks
Oh,
like it
dear.
could possibly be a contender.
That's funny.
I was close.
That is true. Yeah.
Yeah, that
I
was
can see-
close. Yeah. But
Okay.
I feel so bad that
No
none of
cigar.
the viewers can see the picture because of the heavenly glow that surrounds us. You don't get to imagine.
But yeah, Jason Mewes.
No, now they get to put it all in their own imagination.
Well, that was because after Jason Mewes, I go over to Brown O'Halloran's line. They're like, one right after the other.
By then you're
And-
already spent, and you're like, well, damn it.
Well, I
You
tell
need to rest for a while. Need to drink
Or
your
I'm
chocolate
gonna
milk.
I'm gonna need like 15 minutes.
well,
Power bar.
I showed up, with the bat, the Negan outfit, and everything, and I was just gonna pose with him, and he was like, "Hey, you want to do anything special?" And I was like, "What do you want to do?" He was like, "You want to act like you're about to hit me with your bat?" Sure, man. And so he does.
I
he
love
puts
that
on,
picture.
Yeah, he acts like he's scared shitless, and I just reared back like I was gonna hit him with a bat, and it was magic. Probably my favorite picture that I've done.
It's a pretty decent picture.
We got to meet Arthur Saddam, who does Marvel Zombies, and he actually did that Nirvana Nevermind album cover parody.
Right.
I love that.
Signed it for us, did an interview. I got to interview Tom Cook, who did a lot of animation.
Oh, Goku's on.
Goku.
Hey, hey.
Hey, it's the first time I said hello to the camera instead of the.
Good.
Hey, I'm learning.
It took us that
Yay! We end the show.
We've only been on an hour and a half, but I finally figured it out.
long. But yeah, ended up meeting a lot of people. We saw a Ghostbusters group, like the Tennessee
That
Ghostbusters.
was cool.
Oh, it's the Tennessee Ghostbusters group. It wasn't the other
Yes.
Ghostbusters group that, we probably shouldn't talk about.
Oh,
So there's a guy who it was funny. We ran into him when we went and did Yamacon. He's got a car, Ghostbusters car. He does the whole pack and everything. And I can't remember his name. And even if I did, I would
This
throw
is
him
a
under the
group.
bus. Yeah, but this is a guy and a couple other people. He's got a group, but the leader of the group got arrested for child molestation.
Holy crap.
Oh.
Yeah. So I was like, Ghostbusters. No, we'll be over here. Thank you. Bye.
No, they were. This group is like a.
Yeah, no, it wasn't Tennessee.
Yeah.
No, this
Yeah,
guy's
they're
from
like the
up in
Tennessee
Kentucky or
Ghostbusters.
something.
They actually have like a partnership with the movie studios.
Oh,
they get
really?
invited to
Okay.
the LA premieres.
Ooh.
That's
That's
really cool.
Yeah, like they have a fan club. They pay dues.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was really neat. That was awesome.
Oh yeah. But yeah, Wizard World Nashville was like amazing, and so that was number one because that was where we really, I think, got on the map. We
Got in as press.
Yeah, and it worked.
It was their first thing that wasn't local.
Yeah, it was the first time we'd gone out of town and stayed overnight for a show.
Sad I missed that one too.
So
It's okay. You can go to the next one.
Yep. Finally. Okay, that was it. Wizard World Nashville was number one. However, I want to take this opportunity. We're going to do a separate video just for this, but I want to be announcing it first here. for
Well,
everybody.
wait a minute. Before you announce this, don't you think you should ask everyone's opinion on their favorite?
Their number one moment of
I
the
think
year.
that's a thing.
Number one UNN moment of the year. I was actually
For
going
yourself.
to do that, and then I just got
It's
sidetracked.
okay. I got you.
See, this is why you have her. She's your
From,
memory.
from left to right.
That's sad.
Okay.
Lizzie?
Yeah, we're gonna.
100% favorite moment was when we had Resurrection Mary
Yeah.
on, and I was talking about the turtle package for D&D being released, and it's, you know, a race of turtles,
Mm-hmm.
and then in response to that, Travis picked out on his guitar the Teenage Mutant Ninja
Yes.
Turtles theme song for me.
Yes, he did.
And, like, he was like, sorry, I've been, and then you just did it, and it was like, it was sweet and awesome.
Yep.
So that was my favorite.
Mark?
I have to say the interview with Josh at FarleyCon, because that just very, very spontaneous, very, very fun.
Yes.
Had, you know, we were, you know, seriously worried about whether or not him and Drew were going to go to blows over the back of our heads. So yeah, that was it for me. That was fun.
Sarah.
Sarah?
I'm dying to know yours.
I don't know. Mine.
Getting put on auction. No, sorry.
I don't know. It's between FarleyCon and like when we did the thing at the.
The cosplay yard sale.
No.
Oh.
Infinity Flux. The.
Kitty Cats.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yes, the kitty cats.
The Mario Kart fundraiser.
Yes, the Mario Kart tournament. Yeah, well, I don't know why my mind was like.
Well, because Kitty Cats is the important part.
Kitty cats. Yeah, the cats was the important part.
But yeah, I thought that was fun. I really enjoyed that.
We should definitely do more cat stuff.
Gee, twist Lonnie's arm, why don't you?
I'm
I'm going to go last because I've got one that's kind of unorthodox.
Imagine
Alright,
that.
Imagine that. Imagine Lonnie being different. Mine's the Rumors ATL interview. That was my favorite. For
Yes.
obvious reasons, because I love Fleetwood Mac and Stevie Nicks, and I've seen them like 3 times, and gosh, it was so fun to like hang out backstage with them. And gosh, when they did their sound check, and Mackenzie, who does the Stevie Nicks vocals, busted out with Gypsy.
And it was just the vocals.
Oh God, just the vocals with nobody there.
It was-
It was so
thing to
freaking
Fleetwood
awesome.
Mac if you never see him.
You've
It's
heard
like-
the, where Freddie Mercury, they isolated his vocals of We Are the Champions and how magic that was.
Yeah.
It was
It was the same.
very similar.
It was the same. I was just like, oh, this is awesome. But yeah.
Okay. I have actually 2. One is like the sappy, emotional one, and that is the staff changes. The fact that we've gotten everybody together, and
Aw, he
like
likes us.
seriously,
He really
I mean, I know like it's sappy and
Oh, this
everything,
is a good one.
but like,
I know it is.
but without you guys, I mean, seriously, I couldn't dare do this by myself. I have to have somebody to talk to. I can't just. If you've seen some of the train wrecks that are my solo streams, where I sit there and try to talk to people when there's somebody in the chat, yeah, like without a solid, like a quarterback can only do so well, you know, without a solid group around him. And like seriously, I mean, I might, you know, do all the, you know, the growth and the getting on their posts and stuff, but like everybody gets on here, like Amber does that.
It's
You
my,
know,
it's my sister. My number one moment is every moment I've spent getting on my big sister's nerves. It's fucking true. She'd stop.
Number 2, you said you had 2.
but yeah, that I mean, seriously, like everybody, like having a group was like the accomplishment this year. Getting a good solid group together that's not just gonna disperse or anything else.
No drama.
Yeah, basically. My number one, just happened a couple of weeks ago. That was where we had our big drawing, and to draw, I had to dig around in Jordan's cleavage.
I forgot.
Number one
about
moment
that.
of the year.
Yes.
I
should have.
That was at the sleepover, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Yes, you were there.
I
You saw
was.
it.
Yes.
You were there. You saw it.
I did.
You
I
were
thought
there.
so.
Because
The
they
only one
took
who
the
wasn't
ticket
here
out
was
and put it
Lindsay.
in her cleavage.
And Lindsay's like, Maybe I did good not getting to
You-
see
it was
Lonnie
fun.
dig that
It
out
was-
of Jordan's cleavage.
We're gonna have another pajama party and invite her over.
I do have a unicorn onesie pajama now. So
That's what Sarah's been looking for, and she can't find
my gaming
one.
group got it for me.
I wore my robe and my pajamas. It was good.
I bet we could find you one on
Like
Amazon.
I had the whole kind
Can
of
you look?
plaid Hefner look.
No, either that or a Yoshi.
Oh,
Well, I'm sure we
you
can
need
find
a
something
Yoshi.
like that. We need to get you a Yoshi one.
Yeah, we can play games.
That's just yeah.
So instead of
Not
single
really.
Sarah, it could be Sarah in a singlet.
Oh, there you go. See, I told you, drink more alcohol and you'll be able to get the puns.
Oh, Lord.
It's had a little bit to work its way into my system.
Yeah, there you go.
Finally, since we've all covered that, biggest announcement in the history of Untitled Nerd Network.
Yay.
And this is like big time. Right now, if I'm not
Everybody.
mistaken, let me look and tell everybody exactly.
Drum rolls. Drum rolls.
It's going to be a long drum roll. Give me a
Sorry.
second.
I'm
Sorry.
sorry. God,
Seriously?
such
For
big sauce.
right now, we have 613 subscribers. That means we have 387 left
To get to
until
1,000.
we hit 1,000. As soon as we hit 1,000, between now, anybody who subscribes between now and number 1,000, fill out our little application link. I think it's in the video description. Is
If
it?
not, add it.
Yeah, if it's not, I will add it. Okay, our contest link is in the video description, and it says our contest link. It is a Google form. Get on there, put your email address, your name, and then send us a screenshot on there. Attach it. There's a little place to attach it to show that you subscribe to our channel. And as soon as we hit 1,000 subscribers, all eligible entries will then be put into a drawing for a free, brand new Nintendo Switch console. We're going to be promoting the crap out of this until we hit 1,000 subscribers. So you could probably look for us to be promoting it at Chattacon, Conuga, FarleyCon. Ideally, I would like for us to draw a winner sometime during the summer. We'll see. But
So, can our current subscribers enter this
Yes.
contest?
Absolutely, yes.
if you are a subscriber to our channel, you can enter to win.
So, what would help you is if you're one of our current 600 plus subscribers, share this page with everyone you know. Tell them why you subscribe to us. Tell them why you like us, and that way because the sooner we get to 1,000, the sooner we have the drawing.
Yeah.
The sooner you have a chance of winning. You'll have a 1 in 1,000 chance of winning.
Because to be honest, really, the longer this contest goes, the more people are probably going to enter.
Yeah.
So like the quicker we hit 1,000, it's a win-win for everybody. We hit 1,000 subscribers, and
We draw.
you have better odds.
Sharon's on at the tail end, of course.
Hello, Sharon.
Oh,
And of course, we're like super cool, and we don't sell your email address or anything crazy like that.
I don't-
yeah, that's the thing.
You don't have to worry about that.
We've
No,
had
well, we're super cool, and we're also not super techie. We don't know how to sell your email address.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or too lazy
They
to
don't
find
know
out.
how.
Look,
we've
I
had
am a merciful God and will not sell your email address.
like honestly, we've gathered probably 300 to 400 email addresses over the past 2 years, and I've destroyed every single one of them. The biggest thing, like if we do have an option where if you are a cosplayer or whatever, you can be put onto our mailing list, and that's where you like the people who are on our mailing list knew about this contest 3 days ago, and we've already got about a dozen entries.
oh yeah.
So, yeah. So, there are perks, but if you just enter into the contest and say, no, don't say my email address,
Yep.
delete.
Yep.
But yeah, we're giving away a
With
Nintendo
us.
Switch. Hopefully sometime in 2018 we'll draw a winner, and somebody's going to be getting that console. And it is open to everyone, whether you're in the United States, Canada, Russia,
Ukraine,
Ukraine,
Lamp.
Australia.
Yeah.
It's open to everyone. If you subscribe to our channel, you're eligible.
Sharon says that Lonnie's looking super cute in his hat. He's giving Sarah a run for her money. Just gonna throw that out there.
Moisty.
But yeah, so
Hello Kitty.
thank you for that. So, but seriously, share. It goes back to an ever popular quote. Talk about us. Gossip is free advertising.
Yeah. It doesn't take a whole lot to hit that share button.
Nope.
It's
It's just right down that way. Wait.
But I will say also, in addition, we will be doing our normal
It's not here.
Yeah.
our normal
Well,
giveaway.
on YouTube, it could be.
YouTube, it's down that
What do
way.
we call
It's
it?
over in
Sometimes
the,
it has a thingy.
What?
on my. Yeah. We're talking about where the share button is.
What? Hello.
The share button's like
It's down into the
somewhere
left.
in here. The subscribe button is over here somewhere.
Yeah.
Big red button.
Right.
The shiny red button.
Big
Humans
count.
love shiny red buttons.
But our our actual giveaway deal. Remember, we do legacy tokens, and I have upped it a little bit. It costs a little more, but for 1,200 legacy tokens, you can get an extra entry. 1,200 legacy tokens. So the more you watch, the more you get. So, and this will be the only online giveaway that we do until we hit 1,000 subscribers. What's up?
Sarah's still cute, but Lonnie is dashing tonight. Amber, you're cute too. Winking, smiley.
Oh
face.
God, Neil Beowulf's here.
Yep. And
Neo! We were talking about you earlier.
Yeah, you missed your mention.
Yeah,
Sorry.
And
Amber.
he also lost 2,000 legacy tokens,
Oh.
What?
and then immediately won 6.
6,000 or 6?
Yes.
6,000.
Oh, okay.
Alright, well.
He knows how to play the game.
He's only got a million legacy tokens. I just,
Alright.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
Trap this.
try
Yep.
to get that Switch.
Yeah, so
For most
share,
of us Southerners, that's like a
talk
big
about us.
concept.
Gossip is free advertising. Get your friends to subscribe so that you can enter into the contest. We get to 1,000.
Invite your
Once we hit
friends.
1,000, we draw a name, and that name could be yours.
That's
It
fantastic.
could be yours. Act now. Operators are standing by.
I'm not standing by after about 30 minutes from now.
Google is always standing by, and that's our operator, so it's not a lie.
True enough.
Google sees what you're doing. Google is Santa Claus. It knows when you're sleeping. It knows when you're awake.
Ooh.
It
Like, for
knows.
reals,
It follows
no
your online history, so it knows if you've been bad or good.
It follows your real life history.
So Google
It's
is
kinda
everywhere. Google knows where you
Knows
drive
all.
these days.
All right.
Anyway.
That's good.
All right, yeah, we're
I,
going to
for
go
one,
ahead and
welcome
wrap.
our Google overlords.
Yes, it's right in
If you-
Skynet.
Oh, Beowulf.
What?
What?
If I want a Switch, I'd give it away. Hashtag F Nintendo. He's a Nintendo hater.
He hates
hardcore.
Nintendo.
Oh, fair enough. No, well, hang on, wait a minute. How badly do you hate Nintendo, Beowulf? Because you could do a stream of you
but Nintendo
destroying
does
a
everything.
Switch.
I'm just gonna be forever off put that the name of this toy is like what we used to get whippings with.
Yeah,
That just is never
You're
gonna not.
So Kinsey has one. I've yet to play it because she's still playing Breath of the Wild, and she won't let me play it until she beats Breath of the Wild. And so, I've seen it. It looks cool. It does a lot of neat stuff, but I've yet to actually.
She let me play it for about 30 seconds.
She did.
Yeah.
Oh
Wow.
man, she let him play.
Wait a minute,
with
wait.
it,
She
they-
let you play her Switch?
Oh.
All
Oh,
right.
Wrong.
you were there.
Yeah. Alrighty then.
Well,
All right.
Sharon says she wants the damn thing, and she'll use his tokens to get more.
No,
entries
seriously.
for it.
No, seriously. Now think about it. If Neo wins, how badly? Think about how many streams you could get Neo by filming you destroying a Switch.
Oh, Sharon ain't gonna let him do that. I just throw that out
Dude,
there.
it
Yeah.
almost makes me sick at my stomach thinking about it.
No, I mean, yeah, but seriously, if he wins it and he hates it, that's what he can do with it. And think about how many freaking views he'd get off that.
Yeah, but how much
Angry
are those
views.
things? So that's like a waste of
you don't
money.
want
So-
It's a waste of money,
I,
but,
it's a waste of money, and I can't bear to waste that kind of money.
It's
So
about a
All right,
$300
anyway.
item.
I'm just
So-
gonna throw that out there.
2017. Woo!
Is over.
Yeah,
Almost.
we
Couple days.
literally have another 3
3
days left in the year, and then next time we're all together, it'll be a new year.
So we'll see you next year, everyone.
Yep.
Yeah, see you next year.
Yeah, because I honestly don't see us doing any more streaming until after the 1st.
You're
Heartness
not gonna do
makes
anything Saturday.
Y'all
Wait.
aren't going to do a Saturday night game this
Absence
Saturday?
makes.
Well,
the
no,
heart
he's
go fonder.
working
There we
this
go.
weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I
But
thought that was absent.
Now,
Makes
we
the heart
might
go
get
fonder.
on a
that
little bit
too.
Friday and Saturday night and just do a random little stream or
I
something.
don't know
But,
about tomorrow night.
Nothing
Tomorrow
major.
Day, but
but yeah, anyway, everybody have a good rest of the year. Be safe. Don't drink and drive.
There's plenty of like tipsy toe things. You just Google it, get the number, put it in your phone.
Lyft, Uber.
Yeah.
You know, if you're too drunk and you want your car towed home, and you know it's not.
Surely you have friends, maybe.
But
Well, no,
tipsy toe is a real
there's a tipsy
thing.
toe thing. It's a thing where you can call and they'll
Go
tow
ahead
your
and
car
put
to
it
the
in your
house for
phone
you.
now.
Wow.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. They have stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, anyway, that's it. That's a wrap for the UNN crew for 2017. Myself and Amber will probably be on the next couple of nights, just doing little hour streams here and there with video games. Anyway, I'm Lonnie.
I'm Amberlicious.
I'm Single Sarah.
I'm Mark.
I'm Lindsay.
And we are Untitled Nerd Network, brought to you by Infinity Flux out of Hickson, Tennessee.
No.
Point at it, Mark. There we go.
It's over there.
And
It's
this
over there
has
in
been
Amber,
Not-
point straight down.
I'm not pointing.
not only our top 17
I'm not
stories of
about all that.
17, but also
Oh, thanks, Lindsay.
but
There
also
it
the
is.
big
Just
announcement
pointing at my knee.
of our Nintendo Switch giveaway. Everybody have a good rest of the year. Thanks for watching as always, and we'll see everybody in 2018.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
I don't think I did it. Of course, it